1, 2 troubles in the row. We hit record and the vibes go boom. One says deep thoughts, the other says no. Now we're arguing if cats can and low. We spill the tea, we spill the wine. Have the stories, it goes in half a mind. We laugh, we cry, we overshare too long. Podcast network now, just double the crutch. Double Trouble Live, with twice the mess. Double Trouble Live, no stress, just yes. We got hot takes, bad breaks, and zero seal. Double Trouble Live, coming at you for the thrill. Oh yeah, Double Trouble Live.
Hello, hello, hello. Is this mic on? Is Frank in? There we go. How you doing, Frank? I forgot to do this stuff. It's been like 2 weeks. It's been a nice little break from racing, huh?
Yeah. Let me give you a pro tip here. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special Saratoga Opening Day edition, Late Pick 5, Double Trouble Live. Welcome, DTL Crew. I am your host, Frank Scatoni, and I'm joined by my co-host / sidekick / chief gambling officer / boss of Mark Gelding, crack intern, Ciaran Thornton. Yes, it's been a minute, my friend. How are you?
I almost forgot how to handicap. It's been a while. It was a nice little break, though. You kind of need to step away.
You haven't forgotten how to drink, though.
That's what I was practicing that, for all the shows we have upcoming this summer. But yeah, this is the first of many Saratoga shows. We're going to be doing Thursdays and Sundays at Del Mar, and then every Saturday at Saratoga, and then special races in between. So it's going to be a busy summer.
It's going to be
that little break.
Yeah, it's going to be a great summer. Ciaran and I took a little break off last weekend, and we realized a couple of things. That was the first week we ever took off since we launched this show last summer at Del Mar. We have done a minimum of at least one show every week, mostly 2 shows a week, and sometimes even 3 shows a week. So it was a much needed break, but also it was a celebration of Terry's birthday. Executive producer Texas Terry turned 29 on June 29th. But more importantly, I didn't say that. Not more importantly, slightly less importantly, it was
you're already screwed, Frank. You can't get out of that.
I know. Well,
you're just eating your way up the leg right now. Just move on. It's too late now.
Digging a hole, man. No, but I was going to say it was the 1-year anniversary of when me, Ciaran, Terry, and Shannon went up to Los Al to play in the tournament to also do a kind of like dry run of what the show was going to be and how we were going to launch it and check out logistics and all that stuff. So it was a special weekend for us. And, we felt like we deserved a little bit of a break, but I'm so excited about this summer. I'm like shot out of a cannon today. So I'll shut up and I'll let you talk for a little bit.
I mean, we didn't put the time, we used it. We got the new site going. Still, if you guys poke around the new Mark Gelding site, a lot of stuff coming. Any suggestions, let us know. Still a work in progress, but lots of cool little stuff. Every time I was just starting with a basic website for us, and the next thing you know, I'm building a SpaceX rocket site.
Well, yeah, you know what? That's true. I want to give Ciaran a lot of credit. He's worked very hard all year long, and same as me. But like when I'm done with the Matrix at Santa Anita, I usually like to take a couple of weeks break to freshen up for Del Mar. So like I was kind of checked out of it, but Ciaran did not stop working. He has been working tirelessly behind the scenes. He's building a website, working on the newsletter, which, anyone can sign up for free and they will get some kind of play, Thursday through Sunday, all summer long, whether it's a Saratoga play, a Del Mar play, or both. But more importantly, if you sign up for a monthly membership, you will get bonus material. You'll get my Matrix modified write-up along with my Matrix for the all turf, the late pick 3, the late double, late pick 5 at Saratoga if we're playing it. You'll get all of Ciaran's notes. He does a lot of, a lot of stat work, and he writes up notes for almost every horse in every race. So we want to provide that material to you all this summer long. But again, it's free to sign up for free plays. If you want a little more detailed information to gamble along with us and get real heavy, I suggest you also sign up for the monthly membership. But Ciaran can tell you a little bit more about the site. He's been blowing it out.
Why don't we jump in? The reason we came on so early before the start of the Pick 5 is to get all our picks and our ideas out there for the sequence before we get started. And then we're going to be doing our pivots on the doubles and whatnot after the first leg. I'm going to be playing a Naira's contest. I've kept all my bullets alive, so I'm going to be firing away here in the next 5 races. Hopefully.
Yeah. So you want to start talking about the sequence now while we have time?
Yeah, I think we should talk now.
Start showing other stuff as we go along. Okay.
Yeah. Did you add your picks there? Oh,
yeah, they should be in there.
Hang on 1 second. I have to play one of our videos right now. I just saw your picks.
Me caveman now. Ugh, Matrix is broken.
What? You're a caveman now?
Oh, at least you did 2 tickets, though. I guess it's not really
that's not a caveman ticket, dude.
It's a modified caveman.
He's even when it comes to punking me, he's rusty. The only thing he's not rusty at is doing his drinks. But yeah, Mike Whalen, shout out to you. Yes, let's pivot. Jay, chat mentioned pivot. Let's drink. Jeff, DTL, we're so happy to be back, guys. I didn't do a caveman.
We were vastly different. I mean, that's great for the viewers, but we were very different in almost every leg today, Frank, which is crazy. Very different.
Really?
Yes.
I thought you could get away pretty cheap doing this. Usually that's the kiss of death for me. I did struggle a little bit in 2 of the legs. Like the first leg and the 2-year-old stakes, I struggled a little bit. But the turf races, I feel like I have a pretty good beat on them. Why don't you put your ticket up and we can start to compare?
This was the one I sent out to the free list today. And,
remember, you get what you pay for, people.
Well, I put this one out because I thought there were 2 pretty strong singles. And I actually thought the 7 in this first leg would be really great value to start off this pick 5. So that's why I ended up singling that leg. But while we were waiting to go on, I was kind of peeking ahead, Frank. And I think my 7's going to be the favorites. It was, at least on the probables. So we'll see.
Looking right now. It looks like the 3 is going to be a slight favorite, then the 7, and then the 2, based on the optics double.
Okay, it drifted.
Odds. But you want to look at the probables?
Yeah, it drifted up a little, but into this race, I mean, there was some crazy prices in here. The favorite is the 4, paying $700 on the pick 3, and then the 3 at $950. So I kind of used those 2 horses into the next leg, and the 3 into the 7 is $30, and the 4 into the 7 is $24. The 3 into the 2 is $21, and the 4 into the 2 is $23. So I thought the morning line for that 7, 9-2 in the next race, I thought was insane.
Well, I'm pivoting as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to add your 7 to my first ticket. So look real quick here. I'll make sure I did the math right.
Oh, and I meant to tell you,
5-3, I'm adding your 7 in the first leg as well.
For the paid guys, the premium thing, I did a Mark ticket as well. Mark was looking over both of our shoulders. This was Mark's ticket. I took horses we really felt strong about in each leg and went forward. So I used your 5 in here, and I used my 7 on the first one, and then we kind of progressed. I think the third leg, we both seemed like that. It's a tough race. If you don't get out of it, you're kind of screwed. I thought the 8 was not a bad horse for us to single on a ticket before it got crazy expensive. Luminous Beauty, the Pratt horse.
Yeah. I just updated in the comments section, adding your 7. So we're pivoting already. We're not even 5 minutes into the show, ladies and gentlemen.
What I wrote on this first leg, Frank, I was like, White Smoke, one last out under Johnny V. Trainer is unbelievable in allowance races, wins 30%. And then my notes were must use, single on a ticket, win bet horse if these odds stay like this. So that's what
I didn't dislike the horse. I just thought this was a tough race, and I've said this before on the show, Ciaran, and I don't think you feel as strongly about this angle as I do, but even this late in the year, lightly raced 3-year-olds against older horses, especially winners, not an easy thing to do. Now, I know this horse beat older horses in the maiden breaker, but these Linda Rice horses are pretty tough, hard knocking horses who know how to win. You also have the other 3-year-olds down on the inside, the Chad Brown horse, who, if that horse breaks cleanly, or if you flip-flop posts between your 7 and that one, that one would have been an A for me. I just don't like the rail. But those 2 races were really good. And that Belgian horse was running in a stakes race last year. So this is a tough race.
The rail on this dirt and this heat is it's not being on the one spot doesn't seem to be that much of a detriment right now.
No, but it's the 7 furlong because there's that gap, so they break inward. It's an awkward start from the rail, but you're right. I mean, speed's been holding very well.
Put it like this: horses. I've got another ticket, Frank, where I'm starting this leg with all.
Just
so what
one?
is that? Well,
like
one,
8 other tickets,
one of many. I've got one of many. I was playing around with this one. We're going to be doing a pick 5 show at Saratoga every Saturday, and this may be the incorrect way to play this, but I thought I would try and play around with how we do our pick 3s, with some spready type tickets. This may end up not working. It's an experiment for me, so keep that in mind. I usually don't do this many pick 5 tickets, but I thought it was a sequence where I'm hoping on my key legs I can get out with maybe 3 out of 4 tickets alive, and if I don't get out of those key legs, I'm going to go down in flames anyway. So.
Well, let's throw it out to the DTL crew as well. Do you guys think this is a formful sequence? Do you think it's a lot of chaos, a mix of both? I thought the turf races looked very, very formful to me. Like I said, the dirt races I thought were a little trickier. Well, Ciaran, here's the other thing that I always forget because we're so used to doing higher increments. You could spread a lot. Now, 50 cent, I'm doing this and I'm like, oh, this is only $16. I'm going to do this for $1 or even more. So that does help you, but our brain has been so conditioned to being a little tighter.
It also hurts you too. That's what we were talking about. Like I would not, if this was a $1 pick 5, I would not be doing tickets like this and spending this much money. Yeah, and then
how much are you
also
spending?
why when they're this low, why the pays are kind of low. But I'm hoping to catch prices and get it a few times. At least
right, but the thing, this is a 15% takeout, so the pays are still going to be good. And
the CAWs,
I don't know if they restrict the CAWs, but they throttle them down, right?
I think this one has no CAW. Someone will have to tell me. I have to look at Larmy's spreadsheet,
but that's awesome. So it's going to pay great no matter what. But what are you spending total on this? It doesn't look like you're spending that much.
40, 80, like $150, which I thought was fine. And then I did a $30, I spent another $30 on Mark's ticket. So we spend a lot more on our other races. And we'll be spending more throughout the day as well. Because if I get knocked out, I definitely have a couple of horses I have my eye on for a win bet, depending on what the prices are. But the next leg, you thought it was formful. I thought, yikes, like I was 5 or 6 deep. I really like the 7 to a flame in the next leg and the second leg of the pick 5. But I absolutely love a price horse in there with Paco. I love Giraffes, the number 9.
Oh yeah, I love Giraffes. That horse is a big shot. Yeah. I
mean, must use, but it's off Lasix, and the worst race that horse ever had was off Lasix, whether that was, Smexy, I think is the one you're planting a flag on. My notes for that one were I used it, but up in class, I thought the 7-2 morning line was actually too low, which is why I pushed it down my list of. But then I made a note. It's definitely a probables watch, in the next race into that race to see if it's 7-2 live or 6-1 live, like I think it should be, and then maybe I'll adjust there on a different bet.
To my point, though, I think it's formful in that the horses that you mentioned all have a shot. They're all very logical.
Well, here, Frank, they're loading now, so I guess we should step away so they can watch the race, and then we'll come back and
Yeah, and we'll come back and we'll get even more serious. All right.
And we're back.
Huh?
I was watching the Will Pays, as the first 16th, and essentially a tie between the 3 and the 7, Frank, off this winner, and the other ones too. 3 at $20, 7 at 21. The surprising one is I think you like the 5 in this start of the first leg, and it's like not getting bad at all. At all.
The race isn't official yet. What are you looking at?
I was looking at, the probables going in. I don't think they're going to change.
I had let me see. I'll look at the optics imputed odds. I had the 3. Yeah, the 5 is dead. Totally dead. The other Linda Rice is taking money. It does look like your horse is going to be co-fav with the 3 and the 7 are going to be very tight. Then the 2. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I thought this dirt race was very, very difficult. I do have a backup ticket though where I'm spreading here, I'm pretty sure.
And I have a backup ticket where I'm like 7, 9, 11, 10. No, wait, no, I'm 7, 1, 2. That's about God, I've got all on a ticket. So
Yeah.
I'm getting out of the first leg on one ticket, Frank. I'm not going down.
Jay, is the pizza ready? Because I'm having my fruit smoothie right now. Ciaran, we're gonna have to do an updated, actually a special bingo board just for the Saratoga shows, I think.
That is true.
Jeff, welcome back to you. Once again, there's Mike Whalen, proud subscriber to the premium section of Mark Gelding. He gets Mark Gelding's insights, only available for premium members. What was his insight today? We'll throw a little
scoot in
bone
after
after
the first leg.
What is it?
I said, well, I'll walk them through the site after the first leg. How's that?
No, but what did Mark have a pick today? A lock? I think he made a video for the premium guys.
Let me see. Hang on. What did he do today?
MarkGelding.com. Sign up for free.
Every summer, Saratoga waits for one man.
That's today's lock.
Research is optional. Confidence is mandatory.
Although, I don't know if he's going to make it in, Frank. Did you bail him out?
No.
He was on the Empire State Building.
Well, I got to give him props, man. He's really working hard to build up that website. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That could not be me. I'm not good with heights at all. So kudos to Mark Gelding.
All right, so you want to go through what you said for this race, and then I can read through my notes for everyone.
Well, I want to know. Do you have a single, or if someone asked you, Ciaran, I need a single? Do you have one strong horse that you could build your day around?
In the last race, there was two horses, one on the main track only that Pratt was on both. He was on the 11 Adrian and the 10. The 10 got in. So that is a must-use horse. And if I was forced to single, and on a ticket, that's my single in the last leg. And
10? Wow.
10, yes. Broke all the rules. And in the race prior, again, Pratt, Arizona territory, Pratt for Chad, stats off the page, 2 in a row. And one of the things that I really like when I look at, last races, every race this horse gets faster and faster. There's no leveling off. There's no regression. The horse just gets faster and faster in each race. And if I was only allowed to pick one single today, it would be that 11, Arizona territory.
Wow. We're way off. I think the 4 and the 7 are standouts in that race. And I think the 4 is worth a very good bet at 8-1.
Teddy's Rocket.
Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, this is crazy. We're very, very different, like you said.
I just said up in class seems slower than others for whatever that.
Yeah, I mean, coming out of a stakes race, I don't know up in class, but I
Well,
horse ran in a grade 1 at Woodbine.
Yeah, I mean, I sometimes I look at those up in class and then another has it down in class. I'm like, dude, can you guys just
well, I think
agree
it's
on
probably
the
just
difference?
looking at the last race, and technically it's correct because this is $150,000 stakes, and that was 145. So technically it is up in class, but I don't think it's up that much. The problem is that was on paper that looks like a horrendous race, but just toss it. The horse stumbled horribly at the start, and then they went so slow, and the horse was off the pace, had no chance. I think that is the sneaky play of the day. So if you're only listening, if you only want one horse for me to kind of be your separator horse, it would be number 4, Teddy's Rocket in race 10. But I also think Glavin has a big shot as well, but Glavin's going to be half the price. So
I said Trainers Cole, sharp work, use, but try and beat. I think, and I ended up having it all the way at the end of the ticket. I went in order.
Glavin, you mean?
Huh?
You're talking about Glavin?
Yeah.
Okay.
In order in that race, I went 11, space, 3, Go Grade, the Paco horse.
You're all about Paco and Pratt today.
Well, I had the 12, but it's scratched. 5, Tis Trouble. Tis Trouble is one of those interesting one. Like if there was a separator and you wanted a price in a race, It won easy in the debut on an off track at Gulfstream, so I kind of had in mind, well, what's the track going to be at Saratoga? That was back in April. The horse has been scratched twice trying to race since. And a lot of people, when they be putting their tickets together and looking at the form, would be like, yeah, I'm tossing that. But it's, it's Saratoga. It's like Del Mar. I won't automatically toss it. You know what I mean? Because they targeted opening day for a reason. Couldn't they find something easier or something? So here, or Del Mar, this kind of horse, it's worth somewhere on my ticket, was my thought there. Like as a separator price horse, I don't think a lot of people would be on.
What about in a 2-year-old stakes race?
Which race is that? That
is the one, looks like it's the third leg maybe, so that would be 7, 8, the race 9.
Yeah. Horses 10 to 1 or more are 24%, Frank, from 17 races.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. 2-year-old fillies.
Yeah.
I think
that's the other one where I planted a flag on the Pratt horse, Luminous Beauty, Bullet Work, strong single candidate. But I also added in, I liked Prime Aurora 9-2, won by 8 going shorter at Gulfstream. Yeah. Johnny V's hops on, but Johnny's really cold for this trainer. But this is a different track. We're at Saratoga, and then the number 1 Voyager, Jose up in class, off slow last out in the debut, but the trainer, it was heavily bet in the debut. And Effie does really well next out, especially when the word is out on the horse. So I went 8-2-1, and then I tossed in the 4 Madeline Swain. Again, another horse.
She's my second choice.
Bet. Yeah, she was heavily bet, and I was like, I got to throw that in as well.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I know she only had 3 other horses to beat, but I would bet my life that was just a paid workout for this. They paid $450,000 for her. She is meant to be a good horse and obviously precocious. And I think she's going to be the forgotten one, because I know the 2 is going to take a ton of money, because that was a very eye-popping race. But I'll tell you right now, those big races at Gulfstream, they don't travel very well. So I'll be very curious to see how that horse does. Especially for a trainer who I'm not even sure. This is
another interesting. I don't know.
Never heard of this trainer, and this is a New York bred, so I'm against it. I'm using the 2, but I like the 8 and the 4 the best.
I'm using the 2, but I'm all about if I single the 8 and I 1 or 4 if I was forced, to use 3 other. I will say Andy Asaro had some interesting stats going along with your point. Churchill horses shipping to New York are doing very, very well. That is the top track coming into New York right now. Probably because Linda Rice is claiming a bunch of them out there and then bringing them up to New York.
That's why I like one of her horses today.
So just something to keep in mind. The Churchill horses are the ones dominating in New York, at least in the last month.
And just in general, like, I know there's no speed figure attached because it's a 4.5 furlong race at Gulfstream, but those big dominating races by young horses, they don't usually travel well out of state. But we'll see. I don't know this trainer, probably based in Gulfstream. So big difference winning at Gulfstream in May and winning at Saratoga, especially with a 2-year-old. We're very similar in that regard, Ciaran. I think the 8's if you had to pick one horse in that race, I think you go with the 8, the Pratt and Jen Antonucci horse, right?
Yep, that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
So then we already talked about my Teddy's Rocket. And then in the last race, even though I have the 2 listed first, from a value perspective. I think the 5 is going to be very, very difficult. And that's another potential single. I know you like the 10 in there.
I went the 10, but my second choice was the 5 in there.
Okay.
Dividend recap, Franco's 20% for the trainer, has 1, 2 of 4 used, but then I really like the 6 in there. Well, not really like. I really like the 9 River Tay. Has won 4 in a row before the last race. Jockey's not doing too well for this trainer, but we're Saratoga opening day, and I thought, if the top 2 choices falter, I used number 6 as well, top closer, and then I threw in the number 2 Gaffer Waltz, Dirt to Turf. Their stats are horrendous, but who knows? If my top 2 choices don't win, who knows?
Have you ever been to the River Tay? Do you know where the River Tay is? It's got to be in Ireland somewhere.
Probably. I don't think so, but there's so many rivers there.
It's an Irish bred.
Okay. It's probably, when they call it a river, it's probably a little stream.
You only classify rivers of Guinness. You know where all the rivers of Guinness are.
There's two rivers, the Shannon and the Liffey, and all the other ones are like little streams, but there's 9 million of them in Ireland.
What is it, Liffey?
The Liffey.
What's it called?
That's the one in Dublin.
Liffey. I never heard. I know. So here, let's get back to this race because Tony V has a comment. I don't like betting Sean Bridge-Mahan on a favorite, and I'm assuming he's talking about the 3 horse in here, right? Hit the Post. I'll just tell you real quickly my opinion. That is a horse I absolutely love to beat. New York bred, beating up on New York breds. New York breds. I mean, I could beat half the New York breds out there in a race. So racing against nothing, but the horse is the speed of the race. The horse loves Saratoga, and if you believe that last speed figure, which I don't, I think it is absolutely inflated. But if that horse runs anywhere close to that race, the horse, is an easy winner. But it's interesting. Sean Bridge-Mahan on favorites. I don't know what the stats are, but
I'll tell you.
You have to really screw it up if you're on a favorite.
I mean, I have trainer stats. The trainer's 0 for 17 winner last race. And he's 4% jumping in class. So, yeah, I went use but ...
Yeah. Well, what are your notes on number 5, Fort Nelson? I thought Fort Nelson looked really good.
Jose for Linda, first start since April. No works the last 2 weeks, but trainer is winning a lot here, and this jockey on a ticket somewhere.
Okay. Well, why don't we look at the will pays, see if there's anything sneaky going on, because we have 15 minutes. And DTL Crew, if you guys have any opinions in this race or any other races, or want to share your pick 5 plays, please put them in the chat. Really, really appreciate all the contributions.
In the pick 3, Frank, the 2 is the favorite, $75. Second choice is the 3 at 94, the 7 at 106. Oh, no, not the 1 at 105, the 7 at 106, and the 6 at 109. They're pretty much saying the 5 and the 4, yeah, whatever. And they're saying the same thing on the 5 and the 4 on the doubles. They didn't adjust. Where they adjusted, Frank, on the double, the 3 is the slight favorite at $20.90. Then the 7, which has now gone to 3-1 at $21.19. The 2 at $23.60. The 6 at $25, and the 1 at $29. So looking at both of those bets, they just say the 4 and the 5, and they're kind of spreading around on the other ones.
Yeah, the 5 is really bad, being bet really badly.
On the pick 5, the favorite is the 1, Frank. I mean, a bunch of bombs, but the favorite is the 1, paying $5,700. The 2 is the second choice at $5,800. 3 at $65. Then it goes 6 and 7 are paying the exact same, $82,700.
Red, thank you for joining us. Yeah, you have opinions about races if that's what you're asking. We are. And then he says, "Oh, this is about horses." What kind? Were you? Did you want to talk about ostrich racing? What kind of racing?
I will say,
thank
Frank,
you for tuning in for a minute.
the sneaky money right now coming in on all the win pools, based on the actual odds right now, is the 2. The 2 should be not 5-1. The 2 should be lower, based on doubles, pick 3s, pick 4s, pick 5s. That is the horse.
Keep in mind that the 2 is the morning line favorite, so
that is true.
That's to be expected. But the fact that the win money isn't really mirroring the multi money is a little interesting, right?
Yeah, are they hedging the pays they're going to get, or what are they going to do? Are we going to see that get slammed later? Well, forward.
No, I mean, maybe it's, that's not the sophisticated money. That's people betting off the morning line, maybe. By the end of the summer, we're going to have this down to a science, because we know exactly what's going on in Santa Anita when we study the pools and where, the sophisticated money is. This is a little new to us, so it's going to be very interesting to see, is the pick 4 will pay more valuable than the pick 3 will pay info? Is the double stronger? We're going to figure this out, but I don't know right now which pool is more sophisticated than the others.
So I was just looking forward into the next leg, Frank. We got 41K in the double pool. The 6 and the 7, Smexy and my horse, the Flame or something like that.
To the Flame.
The lowest pays three to both of those horses is $21 each. They're tied. Actually, now the 9 is the same. So the 3 to the 6, 7, and 9 in the next leg are $29. Actually,
wait, hold on. Who's the 9? Let me see who the
9 is my long shot price. Yeah. Dang it.
6 to 1 is not a long shot, Ciaran.
Well, I thought it would go up more and they bet the other ones more. So I thought I'd get a better price.
I love giraffes.
Yeah.
That's a special play for Terry's mom, Minnie. Absolutely love giraffes. So I might have to do a little hunch play for Terry and her mom on that bet.
I was trying to see if the 2 to the 6, 7, and 9 is getting money. The 6, Magnanimous Matt, is getting play to is the second choice, Frank. The 6 in here.
Yeah, that's the other Linda Rice, who I
the other Linda Rice.
Yeah.
To the 6 and the 7 are paying $26. Oh, actually 26 and 29, but I didn't notice here. 7 into 6 is 29, but 7 into 7 is the lowest pay of all these horses, Frank. 7-7 is $18. That is the favorite double combo right now.
And those are the 2 horses you like. Those are your
yes, they are. Yes,
top horses in each race, right? Because 2 of White Smoke Rising here and 2 of Flame in the next.
Correct.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm trying to see if there's anything else really sneaky. I was trying to see if 5 was getting any play into the next leg because it's so dominant in here, but it's not really. The only money that's really going in is the 2 into the 6 and 7, 31 and 34. Not, a whole lot of anything different. 9 is definitely the third choice in the next leg, Frank. 9's probably 6, 7, and 9 will probably all be about 3 to 1, I would say.
Okay. One horse we didn't mention, who we probably should have people putting their tickets together, is that Barstool guy's horse, the Lovely Gray or whatever the heck that horse, the one that got trounced in the Oaks or whatever.
Yeah, one of the. Oh yeah, I just said Portnoy horse will be overbet. I think he's.
Well, he didn't even come. He didn't even show up.
No, he did. No, he didn't come because of the weather, and he listened to all the people and all the fake stuff about it being canceled. I must say he did put a funny tweet out there. He's like, he's on his way by boat, train, what I mean?
Well, he's going to the wrong track because you take a train, take a plane, take a car. That's for Del Mar.
Yeah, but I guess he's trying to get
there.
he
can take a boat. Boat's not taken. That's a good one. So he's trying to get there in time for the race?
I thought when I saw earlier, yes. But then he said, if it's as hot as they say, he's not going to run the horse. Is what he says. But then later, if they say run, he'll go, well, my trainer said to.
Well, yeah. I mean, the trainer's decision. Well, I don't see any late scratches for that horse, so I'm assuming the horse is going to run. Have you been following X? Are people saying that they're melting? Like, are people just like turning into?
I saw people say
act like it's never been hot in the summer.
I saw people saying it's cooler than they thought it was going to be.
I went there every summer for like 8 years in a row. Yeah, it's hot and humid and disgusting. Like this is not come as a surprise.
So I was playing in that Breeders' Cup charity event, Frank, and I got distracted fixing that email issue for the person. I only got half my picks in.
What is the Breeders' Cup charity event?
The ITN, the $20 charity Breeders' Cup tournament.
No, never heard of it. Never heard of it.
I got distracted and then the time ran out.
Well, that's what you get for playing outside the family.
Yeah.
I thought you were playing Naira.
No, but this is the one.
No, I thought you were playing a Naira.
I'm playing a live Naira one. Yes, this is the Breeders'
that's what
Cup.
I thought you were playing. So what's going on?
No, this is just the pick and pray one.
Yeah. What's going on with the Naira one?
I got distracted. and I'm in 14th, but I have no more picks. Sad. For the Naira one,
serves you right. DTL Crew comes first.
Yep.
What are you doing in the Naira? What is the format? Tell us about that, because our good buddy Jackson Muniz, who just took a job over with Naira, he's helping them ramp up their contest program. So I'm very curious about that, because we could certainly follow all summer long, right? I mean, we do Saturday shows. So.
Yeah, they do Saturday.
What is the format?
It is $300, $200 to the pool, or $200 betting, $100 to the pool, and you have to do 5 races at $40 minimum. You can do whatever you want, but you've got to bet 40 in 5 races.
Okay.
So
it
right
sounds
now,
very much like the express bet format.
Yeah.
Right. Oh no, maybe not. I don't know.
They do some of them kind of like that. Yeah.
Who's the leader right now?
Leader right now.
How much
is? It was crazy earlier. Someone hit some of those crazy bombs. Zhao or whatever his name was up there at $2,000 already. Tony Zhao, 2,600.
Oh, Tony's good.
Christopher Wilson's in third, 13. Shane Claypool second with 18.
Well, what do you have to finish? What's the prize structure? What's the,
final prize pool? You need to. First is, I guess you get the top 5, get an entry, get a seat to something. I guess a tournament tomorrow. I don't know.
Gotcha.
I saw Jackson send out his tweet yesterday. I was like, I got to go support him. You know?
No, love to support Jackson. Want to support Naira because they're doing, they're throttling
they seated
down
the pool.
CAW.
They seated the pool $1,500 as well themselves out of their pockets. So I was like, I'll give it a whirl.
I will absolutely start playing that.
It's I did my bets earlier because I knew we'd be on for the first show, and I did a $10 double, 7 to the 1-7. So I would be looking at 590, yes sir, or 190. All right, and then I did a $20 win bet. I'm just trying to. We also said we were going to do more win bets, especially when we're doing. Our plan, guys, for Saratoga is the low takeout pick 5s every Saturday, but we're also going to do win bets and, some of the other stuff. So I thought this was a good exercise supporting Jackson and then getting used to doing some win bets and whatnot that we said we would do more and I forget to do them. So,
well, we have 5 minutes to go here.
All right.
Tony D says Portnoy's horse in the next leg doesn't look like it's getting bet. And yeah, I think you're right. Looks like it's like 10 to 1 on the odds from the double. Anyone have any opinions in this race to kick off the late pick 5? Taking a look at the win pool. Now the 3, the lone F it's the tepid favorite, but Ciaran, your 7 is hanging tough at 7 to 2. The Chad Brown horse, the rail horse with Pratt up is 7 to 2. Belgian 9 to 2. My horse Fort Nelson is exactly what the morning line was. So that's not good. I would have liked to have seen a little more action on that horse.
I will say, if I hadn't used it, my pivot bet right now, Frank, based on all the money, and we talked about it earlier, going in onto that 2, would be I'd be looking to do a bet with the 2, but I have the 7 on 3 out of my 4 tickets, so I don't need to, I've got the 2 on 3 of my 4 tickets, so I don't have to pivot. It's already on my tickets.
I was all about the 5-3. I did rate the 7. I threw the 7 in there because Ciaran spoke so highly of the horse. So I'm just very tight in that first ticket. I'm playing it for $1. So you can have that and spend 24 if you want. And then I go B-A-B-A-A. So I am using the B's in the dirt races, which I have less of a feeling for. I think the turf races are very formful, and I like horses in those races. Doesn't mean I'm going to be right about my horses, but the other ones that Ciaran mentioned, they all figure as well. I'm just taking a stand in those races, whereas Ciaran is hoping for a little bit of chaos. So that's why he's a little more spready in those races. So it'll be very interesting to see how this all shakes out.
In the next the money that's been coming in the last few minutes, Frank, has been coming in on the 7 in the next leg. You know, out of this leg, the 7-7 is the favorite at $17. The 3-7 is the
What is
second.
7-6?
7-6 has drifted up to $20. 7-7 has now dropped to 16. 3-7 is 17. 3-6 is 20. The 7-7
So the 7's
combination
the favorite in the next leg, and the 6 is probably the solid second choice. Is that what it looks like?
Yes. And this 7 here, yeah, the 7-7 is the absolute favorite combo. It'll be interesting to see when the final pool slams shut, you know, if there's any adjustment on this.
Yeah, because I'm looking at optics, and yeah, the 7 is the favorite, but only slightly over the 6. There's not a lot of separation, but the 7 looks like it is going to go favorite. And then your I Love Giraffes is pretty solid third choice. And then your 11 is the fourth choice. Everything else is double digits. So it seems like we have the horses surrounded, except you have more horses than I do.
Yeah, I might have to. I said I would do a pivot bet, seeing what the 6 was getting, you know, on the next leg, and I only have Mark's ticket with the 6, so I might have to actually do it.
Here we go. Here it is. DK couldn't help himself.
How many minutes do I have?
Hurry up, 1 minute.
I got 1 minute. Okay. I got to log into my account now, damn it.
Well, you can do 6,000 bets a second.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice just to hit the? They probably have a voice thing. Send bets.
Yes. Oh, that would be really good, actually.
You know they do. I mean,
our DTL crew. Any last opinions? They're heading to the gate. We won't shut off until Ciaran calls out his pivot bet.
7, 6, 8, 11, 10. And now I'm going to go back and throw in some price horses who I liked.
All right. You know what? They're probably doing a little bit of a stall maneuver because it is the late pick 5. So
yeah, I'm looking to see what price horses I said in the next leg. I said I really liked number 2, so I'm going to use him. Palace Carver. I'm going to go with
pick
Luminous.
5 is at 847,000.
Swain bringing it back.
Yes, okay, Jay. Doctor's orders, fruit smoothies.
Go great. All right, so this is what I'm doing, Frank. It's going to cost, oh, wow, $4. I probably could have put more horses in, but whatever. What do I? 7.
They're probably going to wait for it to get to $1 million.
All right, Frank, this is the bet I did. My pivot bet. I did 2-7, 2-6-7.
Hold on, let me type it. Hold on.
All right.
Ciaran, pick 5, pivot. Okay, what is it?
2-7.
Yeah.
2-6-7.
Yeah.
8.
8. What?
Number 8 in race 9.
Single 8. Okay.
3-11.
3. Okay.
And single the 10 in the last. $6.
3 times 2 is 6 times. Yeah. All right. Let me put it up real quick. Make sure that's right. Oh, we still have time.
Yeah, we got lots of time.
If that's right, let me know if that's right. I'll put it in the comments as well.
Yep. Good to go.
All right. Let me hide that. Edit it.
I was just going to do tight singles, but I was like, let me throw in it's 50 cents. Let me throw in 2 prices and see, you know?
Well, I mean, you're spending $6.
And then
that's why these bets can get tempting. If you have an opinion, like.
And then I was going to use my 7 again because I have it on every ticket. So, you know, I'd be mad if I.
All right. They're loading.
All right. Finally. All right.
Giddy up, you three-legged wonder! Whoa, easy with that cane. We're double trouble, all right.
You've been on mute.
Thanks.
Jay,
gonna say,
drink.
Frank.
Ciaran's been on mute.
I was going to say, Frank, man, is this 4 going to hold them off? But then Frank already knew. As we tell people, Frank knows the winner like 8 miles away. I was like, oh, Frank's telling us the 7's home free.
You started calling the horse with confidence. Yeah.
Yep,
Great pick,
yep.
Ciaran. I'm glad I listened to you because now I had the 7 on my backup ticket, but I have it also on the 8 ticket because you like the horse so much. So I'm alive on both my tickets thanks to you.
And the 7 got hammered. And you know the old adage, Frank, how do you get out of the first leg of a pick 5?
Go all for the favorite to win.
Bet all on a ticket. Get the favorite home.
Yeah, but we knew that horse because we were looking at the probables and stuff. I mean, 5-2, I think is still a pretty good price on a horse
Even
that was
Mark-
your top pick. You know,
Mark got out of the first leg, Frank. I mean, look
what's
here.
his ticket? Put his ticket up again.
Here's Mark. Cop looked over our shoulder ticket.
Ooh, where'd he get the $30 from?
Huh?
Where'd he get the
selling
$30
plasma?
from?
Selling plasma somewhere.
So I can let it ride. That was the best. A blood donor station right across the street from the racetrack.
You know what it is? He visited New York. He just went and collected unemployment. They're giving money away left and right out there. So that's probably what.
That's true. They are. They get throwing money away. But he has to keep his air conditioning at 78 degrees.
Yes. And I mean, and then 78 degrees, but it's like 40 degrees in Madison Square Garden for the wedding tomorrow. Who does a wedding on July 4th and has the middle of New York shut down and the city agrees to it on the 250th anniversary? I thought it was a joke when I read that. Like, are you kidding me?
Well, the only thing about it is most New Yorkers leave for the weekend. I mean, it's too hot. It's disgusting. Wow. So, I mean, I don't know. We're not dealing with the sharpest tools in the shed. You know what I mean? But yes, muted host drink. How's that pizza going, Jay? What does Nebraska pizza even look like?
Here, I have a slice of it here, Frank.
You put ketchup on it? Oh, goodness. Well,
Ciaran, that was
a
knife and fork as well.
Great. Wait, go ahead. Sorry, what?
I said he cuts it with a knife and fork.
Well, kudos to you. That was an awesome pick. The favorite, but 5-2. The money was really spread in that race. So
yeah, and then it hammered him late, which is annoying. But
yeah, but 5-2. I mean, that's still pretty good, I think. There was a lot of money wasted in that race.
My first win bet at Saratoga is victorious. It was the chalk, but
but you're alive in some doubles, some nice paying doubles, aren't you?
Yep, I'm alive to. Have they? They're still not official yet. They're official, but the other sites are like not official with the.
Yeah, what's going on? They haven't updated the odds board yet.
No.
Did Mark Gelding finally get there? Is he working the tote today?
I've got 10 times into the one. Frank is paying. Was saying it was going to pay $49, so $490, and 10 times into the 7, $170. But that gives me keep rolling ammo,
So it was a $300 entry.
Correct.
And what went to the entry and what went to the bankroll?
100 to the bank, 100 to the entry, 200 to the bankroll.
Okay.
And then you do five $40 bets.
Are you got your minimums under control? Because I know how you get.
This was you have to do five $40 bets. So we came out for the pick 5. So I did no bets today. I'm doing all the bets on the show. So I did nothing.
Just want to make sure you're aware that you got to make your minimum. So you bet $50 in that race?
I bet $40. 5 times 40 is 200.
Oh, the minimums are 40. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
in 5
It should be
races.
50 in 4 races, but what do I know?
And I've not played this site in a while, and if Jackson's behind the scenes working with them, I could see them. I'd be all for them taking over the other clowns who
Well,
think they
what about so anyone can sign up for a Naira Bets account? I thought you had to live in New York.
I've been on Naira Bets for years. So California can. I know there are some states where you can't. I actually think New Jersey people can, or something weird.
No,
I don't know.
they just now you can in New Jersey. They're making a big
Okay.
deal out of it. I had no idea that we could have an account out here. That's why I'm like, you're playing, and I'm going, how?
I've had it for years.
Really?
When I was chasing the tour, I played in some of their contests. Looking for NHC seats and all that nonsense.
Well, we'll have to talk to Jackson. Maybe we can get a nice sign-up bonus or something. Because I don't have an account. I'd love to get an account and start playing.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if we're doing a show, and I thought this is a great way to talk them up, player friendly, and then we're going to be doing more win bets, and we're going to be doing exactas and tries. So I may as well be doing exactas and tries in the format of a contest.
Yeah.
You guys can kind of follow along with us too.
I'll reach out to Jackson. I mean, he's probably too busy while we're doing our show, but if he can even come on for 10 minutes or something and just let us know what he's up to, what they're doing, because we're going to be playing Saratoga all summer long. And if we can get a little, sign up bonus for our peeps and, play in the contests, I mean, that'll be great for the show, because if we get knocked out of the first leg of a pick 5, it's going to be a long 2.5 hours.
Yep. All right. They're finally official. Let's look at the pick 3, Frank.
Yes.
Pick 3,
Right.
Dominant favorite. Number 7, $78. Second highest is the 6 at 106. And then it goes to the 9 at 157. I love giraffes. And then everything starts being over 200. On the double, the 7 is $17, 6 is $25, the 9 is $28. The 8, I think that's the Port. Is that the Portnoy horse, Lovely Gray?
Yes.
Dylan Davis.
Correct.
Yes. Yeah. It's 36. But yeah, that's 7-7 combo. But we saw it early in the jump. I was saying that's a lot. I'm not getting the prices, I think, on either one. And sure enough.
So you're alive on like all of your tickets, right? Because the 7 was a
Correct.
single for you.
Yes.
And then you have it. Yeah. Okay. Great. Even your pivot ticket. So
correct.
All right, that's nice. And I'm thanks to you, I would have only been alive on my second one because I had the 6-7. That's my B line, but I added the 7 to my A line because you had such a strong opinion of the horse. So I'm alive on both my tickets as well. So we're in pretty good shape. Yeah, I'm a little screwed though because I don't have the 7 on anything. I'm leveraged to the 6 here.
Yeah, I'm alive to 7 on 4 tickets. No, 7 on all tickets. And I got 9 on 3 tickets. And then I've
Chief
got
Gambling
11,
Officer, ladies and gentlemen.
I've got essentially every horse. I'm just going to go. I've got 7, 9, 10, 11, 2, 6, 8.
Ciaran was not going to do our first Saratoga show and not hit the pick 5. He took out a second mortgage. You don't know. He's probably got 800 other tickets like the CAW. He's got every combo covered. Just to say he hit it.
No comment.
I love Ciaran is very, very competitive. Very competitive. He likes to win. I like that attitude. Sometimes a little too recklessly.
Well,
sometimes he piggybacks me. He wastes money. But no, that was a great start.
To see if what bet I'm going to do here. I mean, a 5-2, 9-2. I was going to. My bet was probably going to be a double with the 7, and a win bet like I did in the last, but not at these odds. I gotta.
Hey, Jay makes a good point because I looked at this horse long and hard. Sherry DeVoe has the 3 alone time in here. Do you have any notes? Optics gave this horse a pretty good push, and I looked and I looked and I looked and I still couldn't find it. So I did not use that horse, but he makes a good point.
I
What
mean,
do
I
you
just
have?
said bullet work 2 weeks ago from Kentucky Derby trainer. Drops in class. I don't see it. Simple as that. I mean,
And then he
I
has a
just didn't see it.
follow-up. Yeah, and this is something you point out a lot, Ciaran. I'm not as good about this as you are. The threes big race came on Lasix. And yeah, look, the grade 3 and the grade 2, those are really, really tough races. We can forgive those races. But, this horse's only win came on Lasix, loose on the lead, and dominated that race. So I didn't see it.
First race since April too. I mean, you do get Johnny V, but And
She's
I don't
so
like.
good, though.
I mean, I agree, but and maybe it's something I'll learn on this circuit. I just don't like. I mean, last workout was June 16th. 2 weeks ago. Usually, you'd see work beforehand or spin over the track.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I always account for travel, right? This horse was based in Keeneland. They usually ship them and then give them, 2 weeks to acclimate, and then they'll do the work. So I don't consider that a gap in the work. But to your point, Ciaran,
it's not that far away.
Would have been nice to see something over the track, right? At Saratoga.
I mean, look at us with Gold Phoenix. We shipped him out. He trained on Saturday, and we shipped him out Tuesday to race on Saturday at Churchill, from California.
No, but my point is, I don't mind there not being a workout in 2 weeks because they had to ship the horse.
Shipping is so easy and fast these days.
I know, but you got to give the
these
horse.
These guys travel better than us. I also want to register as a horse so I can travel like a horse.
Well, if you do, register as an equestrian, because remember, we had a conversation where the thoroughbred fee was like $300, but for the equestrians, it's like $800 because they have a lot more money and can afford it.
They can afford it, yeah.
I thought that was really funny. Everybody's got an angle. Everybody's working an angle. But those are great points, Jay. Who do you like in this race? I don't know. I might do 20-1, maybe a small little win bet. I don't know. What is your order of preference here, Ciaran?
I went this 7. Oh, wait, that was the last race. Sorry. 7, I had a bunch of spaces. This race, I went 7, 9, 11, 10, 2, 6, 8.
Wow. You buried my 6, and you don't even have a sniff on my 1. Do you have a note on the 1? I like the 1 as a wise guy horse here, and I'll tell you why after you tell me.
Up in class, off Lasik. Franco rides for Cox. Trainer and jock would be the reason, but ...
And for those who are premium members, these are notes that you will have access to every race day. That we, every Thursday through Sunday. So Ciaran does all his notes and puts up a bunch of different plays, but you have to be a monthly subscriber to markgelding.com. And same with me with the Matrix. I had the sneaky play in here is number 1, Scratch It, has done nothing wrong in 4 turf starts, but because her speed figures are low, she will get ignored. She should trip out perfectly. She has class and she has plenty of room to improve. I mean, you ever heard of the Surfer Girl, Ciaran?
I do.
You know that race? Do you know that race, the Surfer Girl?
Yeah, the trophy's right there behind me. That Surfer Girl.
Oh, so you think it's a tomato can race?
No,
she finished second in the Surfer Girl.
Yep. That is a pretty good race. Yes.
Her speed figures are slow, but you know what? Turf figures. I don't give any credit to speed figures on turf because it's all about how the race shape is, and it's all about the trip and saving ground, and those are not factored into the speed figure. So I love that her figures are low because she's not getting any credit. Look at her turf form. Breaks the maiden at Saratoga, going a mile and a 16th in her debut. Not an easy thing to do. Comes back in the PG Johnson stakes race, runs second. No shame there. Goes to the Surfer Girl, runs second. Brave Deb, that's a Richard Mandela filly. Forget the Bourbon ad. It's on the synth. And then what was wrong with that allowance race? I mean, she was fantastic. She closed into a very, very slow pace. she's very sneaky in here. And we talked about doing win bets, Ciaran. I am doing a win bet on her just because I think her value is phenomenal. And then maybe I'll do some exactas with your horses and my
Well, you want to hear
Smexy
something?
and her underneath.
You want to hear something funny? When I did my double into this race, I used the numbers from the previous race. It should have been 7-9. I should have been alive to 7-9 on the double, and it was 7-1.
No, I thought you said 7-1. And I was like,
Yeah,
you don't like, you're like 590, I'll take it. So you're
No, but-
alive to the one?
Yeah, I'm alive to the 1 when I didn't mean to be alive to the 1.
Ciaran.
I should be alive to the 9. You know what I mean?
Oh
So
my
now
God,
I'm
this is luck of the Irish right here.
No, this is just like it usually is in contests when I win.
Well, then you might have to do a minimum win bet just on the 9 because you're not alive to the 9.
Yeah, I was looking. I was
You'll get
actually,
paid if the 1 and the 7 win.
Yeah, but I was
right?
debating an exact. I was just looking at the pays on the exactas, Frank, and I was thinking maybe a exacta box with the 7 to 9. So I was looking at what those pays are. 7 to the 2. That's a $5 exacta box is $30, and that gives me $10.
Didn't you like the 10 or the 11 here as well? One of those horses.
Yes, but I like the.
What's your order again? Because I want to do exactas with my horse.
I
in
went
second.
7, 9, 11, 10, 2.
11, 10, 2.
But when I'm looking back,
anybody else that you?
Well, I also had the
horses?
6 and the 8 in there all the way at the end.
Okay. Well, I have the 6 too, so I'll just throw that horse in.
The reason I ended up throwing the 2 in, up in class sharp work has never been this far, and the trainer's only 9% sprint to route. And I think I mentioned this on other shows, but Brisnet, when they do their rankings of, when they do whatever their calculation is, had it as its top pick. And the horse had the second.
That's based on turf. That's based on sprint turf sprints, though. That.
Yeah, but I used to just toss that like you're tossing it logically now.
Yeah, because at Del Mar they never win. Stretch out sprinters never win on turf at Del Mar ever.
But the amount of times I've seen them upset, and I went back and I was like, I tossed it because of the same valid reasons you just said, Frank. And then I was like, I should have had it on a ticket just because it was ranked so high, whatever their stupid algorithm did. Simple as that.
Well, that's fair. If you trust the process and you trust that the data.
And I've seen it enough times where it's blown up my tickets, and I've seen it enough times where even if this 2 does not win, I think it'll be somewhere up there in the exotics more times than not. Simple as that.
Well, I will also say this: she beat older horses last time and did it pretty stylishly, which is really good. But Bill Mott's not stupid. Why he's been sprinting her and now all of a sudden he's going to try her around 2 turns? Like, why didn't she try 2 turns in her second start? You know what I mean? Like, he must think she's a sprinter, and maybe this is, hey, well, let's see if she can get 2 turns, or that'll give us more options.
And
I just think there's too many question marks, but it's 7-1. I mean, that's pretty good.
And what you said, like, our horse Arachnus, we couldn't get the race at Los Alamos at the end of the 7 meter.
Right.
And he's a sprinter. And I'm like, dude, why are we doing anything else? Just go 5 furlongs every damn race. But then they're like, well, has the breeding for it. And if we can get route into it, and Phil thinks we can, the condition books just go, and that's the other side.
No, you're right.
And it's not like they don't think the horse can have a chance. So, and I know that from seeing what we've done with some of ours. And it's like, if they think the horse can do it, the horse probably can do it,
So just real quick here, this is my, I don't know if you can see it might be small, but just to show everyone watching, this is the matrix info and write-up that I give to our monthly subscribers. And Ciaran does something very similar, with his notes and his plays and all that stuff. So I've never done the matrix for Del Mar or Saratoga, only for Santa Anita. So this is the first time I'm doing it. I've never done it for a late pick 5. So I'm just super excited about it. My point is, if anyone has any feedback or suggestions as we move forward, based on the content we're providing, or the, anything we're missing, anything we could do better at, please just let us know. We're both very accessible. I'm Scatoni Racing at Gmail. and Ciaran is California Pick 4 at Gmail. And we always say this is it's not just me and Ciaran. The whole show is the DTL crew. We're all in this together. So if we can make things better for us and you guys, let us know.
So in my
Daniel
contest,
Barra Sports Highlights. What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Well, happy Friday to you, my friend.
I put my bet in so I don't get shut out because I have to be. I'm going to do a $5 exacta box 7, 9, 2, and a $10 double 7 with 8. Frank is what I'm going to do in my contest. So I'm going to save my ammo from the last race for later on.
And that makes your $40 minimum.
Yes, for this race, correct.
Okay. I bet win money on the 1, and then I did a back wheel 2. Oh, let me see. I used all of Ciaran's, all of his 8 horses. So let me see what I have here. Let me refresh my screen. I'm going to see what my submitted wager screen is. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 over the 1. I guess I should see what the lowest pay is. I might have to up that.
Yeah, that's true.
Can we look at the exacta probables for a second there?
For which ones?
So who's the favorite here? The 7? 7-1 is
$41.
Pretty good.
It actually dropped a little.
I'm gonna play that a little more though.
The favorite is 7-6 at 18.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and play it. Just
second favorite is actually the 9.
6,
9,
yeah,
6.
9, and then the 11. So I'm coming back again. 6, 7, 9, 11 over my 1. So that's called exacta as place bet. You know, if you ask most professional horse players, they'll tell you that do not bet to place. Either bet it all to win or do an exacta as place bet because you'll just get way more value. So that's what I'm doing there in case my horse fires and runs second. All right. Well, how many minutes do we have here? Still have 6 minutes. I thought they would have sped up the post times. Their post times are interminable here.
No, I guess it's not as hot as everyone was saying, the end of the world, you know. And the same Twitter people who go after Santa Anita and Del Mar were going after Saratoga, you know. The experts, weather experts on X. Well, here, Frank, let me see if I can show them the site. Hang on, let me see if I can share it on the screen here. Present.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone has any questions about this race, any horses, any bets, but I made a win bet on the 1, and I have back wheel exactas. Ciaran, what's your play again, real quick, in the tournament?
$5 exacta box 7, 9, 2.
And then you have win money, I thought, too.
I ended up doing a double 7 to the 8 for $10.
So you have, if the 9 wins, you got nothing.
If the 9 wins and I've got nothing on the double, but I'm alive on my pick 5s.
Right. But I was talking about the contest because you remember you meant to do a 7-9 double. You did a 7-1.
Yeah. So that's if the 9 wins, as long as the 2 or the 7 are in second, I'll still get money out of the race.
Maybe you should do a 9 with all exacta.
Nope. I've made my bet. Oh, so I was going to show them the side.
No, on the side, not in the tournament. On the side.
I might. So this is where you guys get to go. We've got Mark's got his own section here, but what Frank was talking about is wait. Oh, I guess I got to log in. I forgot to log in. Let me stop sharing so I can log in and fix it.
By the way, this is all a work in progress. This is something we're starting. Ciaran's been working tirelessly just to get it up and running for today, and he's done a phenomenal job. I think it's going to be really, really good. And like I said, we welcome feedback and all that fun stuff.
Oh, there's even so Frank's matrix and my notes and possibly more stuff. I've set it up where everything we do is going to be a searchable database for everyone going forward. So if you want to know what we thought about a horse, if it's raced in one of the sequences, you'll see all the notes we've had on every horse. I just set that up.
Yeah, and Mike Whalen right here, he's a member. So Mike, I know you just got into the site today, but when you poke around and play around, please let us know if there's anything we can do to improve, or if you guys have any questions. Because we're gonna be gambling a lot this summer.
Yes, essentially
two Del Mar shows, a Saturday Saratoga show, and who knows? Maybe we'll do a Charlestown Friday night show. Who knows?
So all right, so I figured it out here. So kind of what Frank was saying here. His matrix here, my notes are here, and then here's all my notes that I did today. Blah blah, my essay, and then you go to Frank's, and then you'll see all of Frank's stuff in here with the bets. And then share this tab again. And then, like I was saying here, this is still a work in progress, but anything we've ever said on a horse, aloha, there's not much of a sample size in here so far, but just imagine at the end of the summer when we start seeing some of these horses come back around again, Frank, and you just go in and, we'll have everything that both of us said.
Oh, yeah. Like
horse going forward, which I thought was going to be very useful to both you and I. And I was like, well, I think the guys are going to like this stuff as well.
No, Ciaran, I love it so much because I do that sometimes. I'll see a horse running and I'm like, I know I wrote about that horse. Then I got to go find the word file, got to open it up. It's like a pain in the butt. And that'll be very useful, especially for the young horses at Saratoga. If they're part of the late pick 5 and they come back and run in stakes races in the fall, Breeders' Cup, we can just go back and say, oh, let's see what we wrote about this horse in the debut. You know what I mean? It's really good.
This section down here, I'm going to work on where the stuff that we're doing live will show up here. For those of you who can't hop in the chat and you want updates and whatnot. So
can you show people where they can sign up for the free part just to get the newsletter, and then show people where they can sign up for the premium part if they want to, subscribe and get all the content.
Essentially, here's the new site, and you'll see here our live show, and you can click on it, take you straight to the show. But up here, free race alerts, right above Mark Gelding. Just type in your name. All we need is your email and your state. And you're going, why the heck do you want the state? And the reason we're doing the state is because we're going to be talking to some ADWs, and believe it or not,
Can I do that?
Some of you guys live in states that love you, and you probably don't even know it. And we get crapped on for living in California. We get nothing.
Our friend Ocho moved to Tennessee, so we're gonna have to talk to her.
So that's the reason for the state ID. So we can go to some of these ADWs, go, hey, got a deal for our guys here. We got 50 guys from Tennessee or 20 guys from Butt Crack, Montana, eating pizza. And then down here. So that's what we're looking at. Still a work in progress, guys. Oh, and if you wanted to be a sponsor, we got all this free real estate up here, like NASCAR. We can have stickers all over the place up here. Just let us know.
You guys are part of the DTL budding empire.
And any suggestions you have, just let us know. We can make it as detailed as we want. There's probably stuff I didn't think about. I was thinking about putting a betting calculator on there. I told you before, Billy had set up, a betting tool, to put bets in that I've been messing around with. So it's not done yet, but it might be another thing we can throw on there. And whatever you guys think of, let us know. I have to be doing 20 things at once, so I don't mind having crap to do on the side. Yeah,
I give Ciaran a lot of stick, but he works very, very hard, and he's not as dumb as he looks. That's the thing.
I have a face for radio, as they say.
Let's look at the will pays. I don't think we looked at the will pays. No, not the will pays. Going forward, the doubles to
8 is
your 8,
7 to
right?
It's not changed at all since the jump, Frank. They're essentially saying it's between 7 and the 8 paying 11, and the 9 and the 8 paying 13. The 11-8 is then the
But-
third choice.
But
Pillar of
is
Beauty.
the 8 a dominant favorite in the next leg, or is
Eight-
someone close?
No,
The
8
one looks
and
like
9
the one's taking money.
No, 8 is dominant in the next race. The sneaky one, though, this 11 in here, Frank, 11 to the 8 is $22. That's the second, one of the second.
I know that we have this race surrounded. I just want to know in the next leg, are we missing something? Like, is anyone taking sneaky money? I mean, the 8 is like the one's taking money according to optics.
Number two is getting some play, but I mean, just based off the morning line, are we surprised? You know, the 7 to the 1 is paying $13, and the 7 to the 2 is paying 18. So I mean, it's essentially 8, 1, 2 is how I would say.
Okay, that's what I was asking. Yeah. Thank you.
Just 8, 1, 2, and I mean, I'm not surprised. Oh, they're loaded, Frank.
All right. Good luck, everybody.
Yikes, that did not look good.
Yeah, I mean, I
9
don't
took
want to
everyone out.
speculate. Yeah, but it didn't look like the 9 broke down. It kind of looked like the 9 slipped.
Yeah, it looked like the 9 slipped around the turn as well.
Yeah,
Like,
and
yeah.
you know, I don't want to speculate, but you know, horses know how to fall, jockeys know how to fall. So prayers that everyone is okay, horses and jockeys. Just
Yeah.
it's an unfortunate part of the sport.
But yeah, it did look like the horse just slipped and was going sideways.
Yeah, that right, because it didn't look like.
And then
Obviously the horses that were making the wide moves all tripped over the. So hopefully it's not as bad as it looks. I remember several years ago, Santa Anita had a problem in the same spot on the turf course. For some reason, the horses were not able to get full traction, leaving that turn and entering the stretch, and then their feet would just come out from under them and they would slip. And that's what it looked like to me. It didn't look like your typical, catastrophe. So, but again,
that was the horse but it slid under other horses. That's probably the issue. The 9's probably
right.
fine.
But horses know how to fall like that.
True.
You see jumpers fall all the time and they don't get hurt. They don't get hurt at all. They get up and keep running.
People do not. It's one of my favorite things. I mean, when we were talking, who we were talking to, I was like, I grew up around show jumping. I mean, we would go to Dublin to watch the show jumpers. Like that's the only event I would go see for the Olympics. I'm not paying those ticket prices.
Horses are incredible athletes,
and
they have a major survival instinct. So, I hope the jockeys are okay. I mean, jockeys know how to fall too, but I couldn't really see, what was going on there. It all happened so fast. I'm sure the winning connections are, not. It's a bittersweet victory for them, obviously. But that's a nice horse, Ciaran. That's 7.
Yeah.
The way that horse quickened in the last 16th.
That was
pretty impressive.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it looked like the horse was going to idle and run 3rd, and then all of a sudden, like at the 16th, showed a turn of foot. So good pick for you.
We're going to hear a lot of smack because I think Go Grays was one of the horses that got taken out on the slide.
Yeah, I mean, I think Portnoy has more class than to talk about that. I mean, it's an unfortunate part of the game. Let's just hope everybody's okay. Jockeys, horses. You heard the tone of Frank's voice.
He was just like, yeesh. Yeah.
Devastating. It's devastating. It's absolutely devastating. We've never had to deal with that on this show before.
Nope.
And I don't like it.
No,
I have a pit in my stomach. Well, let's see. Here's our friend Gatekeeper. It didn't look very serious. Yeah, it messed up the race, but I mean, that's the least of our things. Oh, okay. So yeah, Gatekeeper kind of agrees with us. Thinks the horse lost the rear end. So like I called it slipping, but yeah, maybe the back legs just kind of.
And that was the same horse at the start of the race. Frank was like, and going very
wide. Yeah, couldn't corner. You're right.
Was Paco just not have control of that horse or something?
You're right. He said, I love giraffes going very, very wide around the first turn. Yeah, the horse couldn't corner. Well, Gatekeeper, thank you for joining us. We appreciate your commentary. DTL Crew, much love and respect. Again, let's just hope everybody's okay. Boy. Maybe we should have a little Mark Gelding, break up the mood a little bit here.
Let me see. What have on? Oh, yeah.
I'm playing against Argentina. Hey, what are you doing? Out of my way, Messi. Goal! Yes!
What a right foot on Mark Gelding. Who knew?
Yeah. I'm wondering what happened. Did he run out when Messi's bodyguard? Because you know what would have been coming next? A slam to the ground from his bodyguard.
I'd like to see that again, actually. That's pretty good.
I'm playing against Argentina. Hey, what are you doing? Out of my way, Messi. Goal! Yes!
No, I would say
man.
Messi scored some great goals, but that U.S. penalty goal score on Wednesday was
Oh, the free kick, Malik Tillman.
was-
Oh my God.
what a kick.
Some guy did like a physics breakdown of it.
Yep.
And
Just
he had to do everything so perfectly to basically defy physics. Like it was incredible. Absolutely
spin on
incredible.
the ball, everything. Yep.
And the way he had the laces, the way he had to kick it, top spin, the curve. And Ciaran, we watched that game together. Remember you said,
Oh, hang on, Frank.
you have an update?
Yeah. All horses returned. All horses returned fine.
I had a feeling, thank God. I hope the jockeys are okay.
They said they
I'm
give
sure
an update, but they said all horses return to the barn by themselves.
Yeah, I'm sure the jocks are going to go get looked at. Hopefully they're all okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. It was like, it didn't look like a horse, broke down. It looked like like Gatekeeper said, the rear end just came out from the horse and wiped out the other horses. And again, horses are their own worst enemy, but they do have a survival instinct. They are amazing athletes, and they do know how to fall. So, wow.
The 8 got hammered a little bit more, Frank, from the $11. It ended up going off at $9. The 7 to the 8 dropped 20%. The 1 and the 2 kind of stayed second choice, 14-17. No other real change, no other sneaky money.
But it's not official.
No, I'm just looking at the probables, and given that the shut off window, it's not changed, is what I've noticed.
Oh, right, of course, because the betting's closed. I see.
Yeah, so the betting is closed, and we're not going to see this pool go from.
Before we do that, Ciaran, I wanted to just go back to the game for a second because we're both loving the World Cup. It's been amazing, and we watched the U.S. game together. And on that free kick, do you remember? You basically said like, why didn't anyone really jump to try and deflect it? You know why? They did a breakdown of that. You know how most teams have someone lie down on the ground?
Mm-hmm.
So the wall jumps, and if they try to sneak it under the wall, there's a player on the ground to block it. They didn't do that. So that's why some guys didn't jump, because they didn't want him to sneak it under the wall.
I've not seen them
and
do
then
the guy on
just
the
getting
ground.
a brilliant shot.
I've not seen the guy do on the ground thing much these days. I mean,
I see it all the time.
Everyone's trying to be Bend It Like Beckham, who started this crazy curve, penalty or free kick scoring. These guys just get better and better at it. I thought the line should have jumped a little higher, and the one guy said, "Oh, it's only my nose."
Well, that's what they're saying. They're saying the line didn't jump higher because they didn't have anyone laying on the ground if he wanted to sneak it underneath.
Goalie's fault. He should have told him what to do.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it doesn't even matter if there was someone laying down. It was a brilliant shot.
All right, we've got probables now, Frank.
Okay, let's go. Why don't you put up your tickets? Because you're live 6 ways to Sunday. Nice start for you.
Yeah, but this is the get out leg. This is when I've spread,
right?
and it's been chalk.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's a war of attrition, the pick 5. All it takes is one horse,
I'm alive to 8 on multiple tickets, and then I've got 1, 4, and 2 on other ones.
Well, you're not the only one alive.
Oh, that's
Mark
right, Frank.
Wow. You thought it was going to be me. I actually did. I'm looking at my bets, and I actually did include your horse on my side bets here. So I am alive on the pick 5 with you, but I can't take credit for it on the show because I didn't post it. So Mark Elding is, but it's all about the 8. So let's look at the tote. Even money. What could go wrong?
Pick 3. What? The 8's paying $52. That's actually pretty healthy for chalk, Frank. A 5-2 over a
5-2, even money.
Even money is paying $52.
That's $2. That's a $2. Oh
no, that's for $1, right? Frank. $1.
Right. So let me see here. Let's call it $8. And then $7.50. So that's like, let's call it 56. Half that is what, 32? and then even money
28.
32, or go 28, and then the even money is going to pay with $4. 28 times 4, 60 something.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's
It
paying a
seems
little
about
less,
right. It seems about right.
but I've seen these pay a lot lower at some of the other tracks, if you know what I mean.
Well, that's true. Very true with the CAW influence. But look,
at
the 8
Churchill,
is in the double. The 8 is $19 for 2, and then the next is the 2 at 35. Oh, actually, the 1 at 29. So I mean, your day's built around an even money shot. You got to like your chances getting through this leg with Pratt doing the steering.
and the pick 5, 613 for the 8, 894 for the 1. So
what do you have on the 1? I thought the 1 had a shot, but I liked others better.
Well, we talked about it earlier. Voyager, Jose Fracassi, up multiple classes, was off slow in the debut, which is something you can forgive. And this trainer is lethal when he has a horse that's a beaten favorite, and the horse was like heavily bet in the debut. So
right, but those were maidens. These horses are winners. This horse is still a maiden.
Yeah,
and solid second choice in the multis, which surprises me a little bit.
But I mean, you read the notes. Off slow, rank, blah blah, blah blah blah, and
also at the rail. I mean, if this horse doesn't break alertly, horse is going to get buried.
But the key stat we talked about earlier that Andy was talking about, coming from Churchill, and I believe this is the only this is the only horse coming from Churchill last out.
Well, I really wanted to like that horse because it was the only horse in here who showed an ability to pass horses. All the other horses are like, go to the front. So it could be this horse will win if there is a pace meltdown, right? DTL Crew, anybody have any opinions in this race? This is interesting. It's a 2-year-old. It's a Schuylerville. Both Saratoga and Del Mar are known for their 2-year-old races. So we're looking at potential future superstars. Real quick though, Ciaran, because Brooklyn John, what's up? Better see you at Del Mar because Ciaran and I are going to be broadcasting live some days at the Kona Gold stage.
Yep.
So you know where that is, John, because you came and saw us last year. So come say hi. Can I bet Lone Star anywhere? Yes, at Lone Star Park in Texas.
No, you can bet it anywhere at Lone Star Park. And overseas, like in CAW.
You can bet it because probably bet offshore books, right?
Yeah, no, they're saying
care.
the CAW somehow have access to Lone Star. I don't outside in Canada they can bet there. It's very weird.
Well, anyway,
Texas wants nothing to do with HISA, and they let everyone else come in and ravage the pools. Is what I'm hearing. Yeah. I don't know.
But
I'd
we
love
heard
to be able to bet.
Houston is about to open their signal. So if they do it, then surely Lone Star, will be able to do it as well, right? I mean, I would think.
I think if they'll both be doing it. I can't wait to actually bet those tracks, Frank. I thought the racing whenever I go to Texas is really, really good. Love Sam Houston. I think the turf course is awesome. All right,
Well, we'll have to see what the wagering menu looks like and what the takeout is.
Yes. But they'll probably be focused on stuff that doesn't matter, I'm assuming.
No, I think they have a good team there. I just think a lot of the executives give a little pushback to what we're doing with the low takeout, pick 3, and double. Is they're like, well, it doesn't really contribute to churn like an exacta or a trifecta, which people can churn race to race to race. But what they fail to realize is, A, we're betting a lot more money than we have been. B, we're winning a lot more money than we have been. And C, we are going to reinvest that money as churn the next day. So, I get their point about wanting churn throughout the day, but
they want churn throughout the day, and then they do these bets that are race 1, race 9, race 11.
Yeah, no, they want the exactas. They were like, but anyway, I think it's just so short-sighted that these are the only successful bets in racing. And the industry wants nothing to do with them. You know what I mean? The fact that not one person said anything positive about the late pick 3 or the late
That's-
double at Santa Anita, let alone
No
all the growth in
articles.
the all turf. It's
2.5 million dollars on those 3 bets over last year, and not one racing media, which I read it for kind of the information, but they're bought and paid for as well. The fact that no one has independently done an article about the low takeouts, Frank.
Well, it's because the industry they hate these bets. They absolutely hate them. They
And it
had to
tells
do
you
them
that
to
horse
they had to
racing
do them
media
to appease
is
Go
like all media, bought and paid for. You're
In
going
the
to
pocket,
get
yeah,
whatever
in the
slanted
pocket.
side that's people are paying for.
Yeah, it's
Sad,
almost like
sad,
it's a
sad.
gag order.
Yeah, we won't give
It's
you
a
access.
gag order. No, but what they fail to realize is, okay, they're not making money on these bets now because they're 15%. But when you take the late pick 3 from Santa Anita to 100,000 when it was 23%, to the first year they implemented 200, then to us breaking records at 300. What about next year's going to be 500, maybe a million? So would you
Del
rather
Mar
have
is gonna be
50% of a
500.
million or 23% of 200,000?
Del Mar will be 500. We will
We will break records at Del Mar.
Frank, I was just looking. There's 50K in the pool of the double already, and there's
Okay.
an interesting the 8 to the 11. The Arizona, the Pratt horse, $8. Does not surprise me at all. What is
Wow.
surprising me is the second and third choices. The second choice is actually that horse you had talked about, Glavin, the 7.
Yeah, you've never seen it. Did you not watch the Atlanta Braves with Greg Maddox,
No,
John
I
Smoltz,
did.
and Tommy Glavine?
Yeah,
Like
I
the
did.
3 best pitchers, best pitching staff in like the history of baseball.
What I'm saying, it's 8 to 11 is $8, 8 to Glavin is $9, and 8 to the 1 is $10, and that's it. Everything else starts jumping. They're saying the next race is all about those 3 horses.
Yeah, I mean, good luck from the 11 post, man. I'm not loving that horse. I'm looking at the imputed odds on the double for the 4 with optics. Teddy's Rocket, the horse I love, was 8-1 morning line, 10.5 on the double odds. So not taking any money, in terms of like, secret. In other words, I thought that horse probably should have been 5-1 on the morning line, but based on the early betting, no. I love that horse. I don't see what's wrong. I don't see what's wrong with that horse at all.
They take little kid pictures.
I thought you were going to play the Uber for my my
I
5
did
in the first race.
I did on
in
the first race.
But I knew, Ciaran, because Linda Rice horses, when they're live, they get bet. And you're like, Frank, your 5 is not taking any money. And I said, and the 5 was out the back the whole time and did nothing. Didn't even make a move. I thought for sure you were going to play the Uber.
I played it earlier. Not after you do it once. I don't want to beat a dead horse, so I stayed away.
John
from
Elwell is coming out to San Diego. All right, John, definitely. When you come, we don't usually make this offer to everybody, John. But since you're a special DTL crew member from the jump, when you come out here, Ciaran will let you buy him beers for all day long. And that is like a special thing. So,
and we'll even let you bring it to us while we're live on the show, and then you can come on, and we'll say, "Here comes."
But I owe you money for
Gelding's,
placing a sports bet for me. So,
Mark Gelding's intern.
But here, Ciaran, he has a question. Do you have any opinion on the 2 in the last race? So let's take a look at that. Yeah.
Spying 10-1. Gaff.
Yeah, that's my pick.
Dirt to turf, this trainer is 8%. So I went 10, 5, 9, 6, space, 2.
See,
Didn't
John,
toss it. It's on the tail end of it, but I didn't toss it.
If you're a monthly member to the markgelding.com, you would see this write-up here. I don't know if you can read it. It might be too small. But right there, Spying is the value play of the race. So I like Spying. You could get the write-up if you sign up. How about that? John, are you going to Taylor Swift's wedding? Brooklyn John, right? Surely you're invited.
I have a $10 double into 8 here from the last race, and it's paying $90. Oh, I'll take it slowly but surely. Little stabs. I'm up to 10th. I'm in 10th place.
I was just say what. Give us an update on the tournament, Ciaran.
Tony Zhu has 2 tickets, and he's playing them the smart way, so he's still leading the way at 2,500.
But you just need to finish top 5, right?
Yeah, so I'm in 10th place now.
The and top what does the 5th place person have?
5th place has $1,000.
And what do you have?
I have 386.
Oh man, plenty of ammo. 3 races to go, right?
Yep.
Why don't you push all in on the 8?
No.
Double up your money.
No. I was just going to do a mandatory. I'd rather push later and do craziness in the last 2 legs.
If you had 2 tickets, you could do that. I would say.
Yeah, it's something I need to do.
Double up on 1 ticket and save the other one for price. Because you do have some price horses that you like. So it'd be different if you were like, wow, the last 2 races, not really feeling anything. You can like build your bankroll here. Because, well, let me ask you this. You were dead on in the first race, top pick 7. Dead on in the second race, top pick 7. You love the 8 here. Of those 3 horses, if you had to just pick one to build your day around, which one would it have been?
It would have been it was going to be the very first race, and I thought I was going to get that 9-2. The only reason I didn't make this 8 in this race is because of the type of race it is, but I thought the 8 in here looked like a standout. But you never know what you're going to get with these kinds of horses. 2-year-olds.
Okay, so
who knows?
You would not have been comfortable pushing in
not on this one.
Okay.
On an earlier,
that's what I was getting at. You would have pushed in the first race instead because it was a better price.
Those first two 7s would have been where I would have pushed on a ticket.
One of those 2. This would be your third one. Okay, that's what I was asking. So that tells me everything I need to know. Look at this. John will bring us beers on the set. That would be the right thing to do. Appreciate it, John. And actually, I'm actually in the way. DTL Crew member is in the Travis Kelce Taylor Swift wedding party.
Of course he is. Whatever.
I love it.
Whatever.
Oh my God.
You see, we know people here. We know them. They might say, "Get that clown out of here," but we know them.
Hey, John's a baller. He goes to South Point all the time. Comes out to Del Mar. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, how much time we got?
Well, what he needs to do is he needs to come to Jock Tales on Sunday, the opening not second weekend. Sunday, the Jock Tales is probably. I've gone to a lot of these charity events, for the jockeys and whatnot around the country. Breeders' Cup, Kentucky Derby, all that stuff. Del Mar, by far, at the Belly Up, is the best one of these events every year.
Are you talking about the PDJF,
yes,
right?
It is.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Every year, you get to see the jockeys get drunk on half a light beer and go up there and sing really, really badly.
You get to see Frank get drunk. That's my let loose night of the meet. So I don't even remember the last 3 times. But John, when are you coming out? Let us know your date so we can start planning some fun stuff for you. And Ciaran, I mean, you're talking about the PDJF, and we've been a big proponent of it for many, many years. You've bought many high ticket auction items there. We go every year and support it. Tell them what's up for grabs. You did a very nice thing.
Hang on. Double Trouble Live is sponsoring one of the lot. I think it's the only one right now. Hang on. You keep talking while I look for the site.
Yeah. Well, right now I'm going to do a win bet on the 4. I think the 4 is getting overlooked.
I got to make a bet so I don't get locked out of my contest.
Yeah. Do your contest bets.
Yeah, I was looking at the will pays, and my second and third choice in here, Frank, were the 1 and the 2, and I really like the 11 and the next. And the 1 and the 2 with the 11 are paying 21 and 29. So I'm going to spend $50 of my winnings on my live ticket. I'm going to do a $25 double, 1-2 with 11.
Okay, and that meets your $40 minimum easy. So
yes,
minimums are a problem with Ciaran. We were playing in the Los Al contest. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I got a DQ in the Breeders' Cup last year because of a scratch at the window. It was very annoying. Couldn't do the math quick enough on a trifecta.
We were up at Los Al playing in their live bankroll tournament. We like to support that. And we, Ciaran and I are strategizing, whatever. And we're about to make a big play. Like, we're ready to do, like, finally, like, we get a chance. And he comes back and he was like, wow, when we did the math, it was supposed to be $100, but it ended up being like $200. I go, what? He wrote everything down wrong. And Shannon looks at me and goes, will you please go with him and make sure he is doing the correct bets? You need to babysit him.
Yeah.
So I was quality control that day. Unfortunately, we were awful.
Yes.
How about this? Late pick 3 at Toga for Jay. 1-8. So that starts here. Let's see. That's the Cassie and the Luminous Beauty. Okay. Then 1-7-10. Lone F potential on the 1. The 7 is Glavin. And then the 10, Zeppelin. Did you put your bets in first?
I'm putting them in right now. I'm looking.
Right.
I'm looking at other possibilities.
Okay, because I was going to ask you about Zeppelin. I had Zeppelin as a secondary contender, Jay, but not out of it. I love the 4 in that race.
I said I put jockey downgrade. Pratt rode before, and he's on the 11, but he's always going to ride.
Put your bets
horse.
in. Put your bets in.
Right. Yes, all right.
I don't want you to get shut out. Then we'll come back.
I've got my minimum done. I'm just debating doing a double with my price horses in the next. So I'm debating a double with the 8. I'm trying to see the will pays. 8 with 3, 5. The interesting one in the next race, Frank, blinging it back, the number 9. My notes were Jose rode this horse the last, he's ridden it before, and it's coming out of grade 3, grade 1s. And it just was like one of those I went, and, because I knew I'd probably be playing in the contest. And I thought it might sneak around, Jose rode it the last time, and then Zayas is on it, who's Cassie's, main guy recently. And I thought it was a sneaky kind of horse here. And, one of the, we see Gary Barber horses here all the time out in California. So I thought it was an interesting horse. And this is the one also, like in the last race, Brisnet had it, like whatever nonsense they do back and forth, had it as a possible top pick.
It wasn't one that I came up with, but I mean, just look at the races this horse is coming out of. Yes. I mean, this is a much weaker race than the American Turf is, the best 3-year-old turf race in the spring. The Pennine Ridge is always a classy race. The horse ran in the Bourbon last year. Yeah, I mean, clearly they think this horse has ability. Hasn't really shown it at the elite level, but this isn't the elite level. So, yeah, maybe. Wasn't one that I used, but maybe. So while you're doing that, I just wanted to mention, so our man Jay has a single that he's single on the ticket that we're looking at that he put up. One of them is single to the 9, River Tay in the last. And that was one of the ones you liked, Ciaran. I remember that.
Yes, that was, I River Tay in the last. Won 4 in a row before the last race. Jockey's cold this year, but I did put Hughes, and that was my first price horse. I went, 10-5, and then that was the first of the price horses.
Right, that was your, like, wise guy kind of horse. No, that horse figures, and Jay, you're leveraged to that horse because it looks like you're single to that horse on all of your tickets. So good luck. My concern with that was, look, I love the wins in the sprint races, but against much weaker competition. The horse was 15-1 in this level, this distance last time, ran a very, very good second, but that's because some of the other horses who were more fancied had some trouble. I think it's going to be hard for that horse to win, but look, she's very honest, and she did pretty good closing into a moderate pace on a track that was, on a turf course that was playing the speed. So
this
won't knock the horse.
This number 1 is, they're really betting it on the nose, Frank. 57K to win, 13 to place. The 8 is 88K to win, 22 to place. I guess that's why we're seeing the 8 drift up a little before the late robot money comes in on this double.
Look, I haven't played Saratoga in a very long time, and I know things change from day to day, but young horses breaking from the rail in a sprint race, especially a horse that broke slowly in the debut and hasn't won. I mean, sure, if the horse was 12-1, take a shot, right? Because the horse is talented. Yeah. But at this price, like 5-2, that seems absolutely crazy to me. But again, it's been, 2005 was the last time I was at Saratoga. So it's going to be a learning process for us. But I don't know. I just think that horse is a massive bet against. But it is interesting that horse is taking as much money as it is in the win pool, but also in the multis. It was the clear second choice over the 8, Ciaran, right?
Yeah. And the 1 in the next race is also getting interesting action.
Lone F possibility.
But it's just so low, and I have it on tickets somewhere. I think
just broke the maiden, had things the own way. Like, I don't know. That's not the kind of horse that I bet. Absolutely want to beat that horse.
Yeah, well, we need to because it blows up every ticket.
So Mark Gelding needs. Let me put his ticket up here because
he needs 8. This is his single, so we can blame Mark.
But then I want to see in the next leg. He has the 11 and the 4. Oh, he's got my Teddy's Rocket and your top pick. Oh, I like that. You think he'll sell me a piece of his ticket?
Probably in the last leg. He'll go, I could make $200. I'll sell it to you for 20.
Oh my God. At Del Mar back in the day with the $2 pick 6, guys had scams running. They'd go first leg, 8 horses. Second leg, they'd be alive with 2 races to go. And then they'd sell pieces, but it'd be single. But everyone's like, oh, I'm alive, with prices. And they'd get their money back and more. And then, of course, they go, the ticket flames out.
Yeah.
All those old school characters are gone, Ciaran. They're not running hustles anymore.
No, but plus it costs them $10 to get in, and the beer's $12 for a can of Bud Light, and the program's $12, You print the program at home, it's $14.
John's playing 1-4 with 1-7 with 2 in the last. Who's the 2? Oh, my spying. Yeah, I like it. That's my wise guy. John, when are you coming out? So we can make some time. Average price for a hotel room in Saratoga is $650. Cheaper to take a plane and get to Del Mar?
Not really.
I would think the Del Mar hotels are probably like $400. No?
Del Mar is probably more. I mean,
well, he's saying it's cheaper.
One of the contest players was coming out for the 2-day, the Pacific Challenge contest, and he's like, "What is with these hotel rooms?" And then we had to inform him, yeah, Comic Con is that weekend, so even the Hotel 6 is 20 miles away, or like $8 million.
Email me.
Yeah, John, just email Terry or me and let us know when you're going to be here. We'd love to spend a little time with you.
I'll be at Saratoga.
Maybe even have him on the show, Ciaran. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be at Saratoga for the first time ever in August.
No, I mean at Del Mar. He's coming out.
Oh, at Del Mar, sure.
Oh, this is the wise guy move. Hotel Circle, Mission Valley, $190 a night.
Yeah, they've added a couple of other hotels there now too.
Yeah, look, I like to treat once in a while, like feel luxurious, but spending an exorbitant amount for a hotel room to sleep is not something that is in my.
Now it's just cheaper to get a black car Uber. I live 40 minutes from Del Mar. It's cheaper for me to get a black car Uber round trip than it is to stay in some of these crappy hotels out there now. You pay more in tax than room charges.
I like hotel rooms that are free. You know what? You know that, Ciaran?
I'm sure you do. Yeah, I
Free
live next
hotel
to a
room.
casino, so that's why when Frank goes on his vacations, he stays at the hotel right next to us, the casino. So Quan Casino,
Hey,
home of the jackpots.
I know where my priorities are. If I could save money on a hotel room so I could bet more money into pick 5, I'm going to do it.
The win money is now pouring in on the 8, Frank. 134 to 28.
Oh, that meets the ratio, right?
No, we're only 6. Now we're not. We're like 5
I thought you said
times.
28.
Oh yeah, 28. 5 times 28. 140. It's pretty close, actually. Yeah.
Right? Oh, 8 times 30. Oh, no, wait. 8 times 30,000 is 240, and it's only 139.
No, it's not even 5 times yet, but it is a significant difference. They're at least, and the show money has not budged much. So a lot of win money, on the nose money has come in on this 8 for sure.
I know you already told me what you had on the 4, but can you let me know again? Because
In here?
and then let me know if you think the morning line was right and if you think the current odds are right.
One
I think the
debut,
horses. Oh, they're in the gate. They're in the gate.
heavily bet,
Good luck.
trainer stats are great, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. Well, let's go 4 for me. Or for Ciaran. Well, Ciaran's horses too. Bye.
Right.
You're still alive on a ticket, right, Frank?
I don't think so.
Oh, you don't? Oh, was it the last race that you
I
had?
had 8-4. I didn't have
Oh.
that horse for a penny.
Okay.
I thought you liked that horse. All you did was talk about Paco.
I know I did. And I was, when it passed the finish line, I was looking at my notes and I'm like, it's part of that thing. We talk about it sometimes. We fall in love with a couple of horses and we get the blinders on. I was just reading as the race was over and I was like, I loved them in other races and I didn't use them here.
The track is so silly. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. Like,
my notes for Harper
turning around, heading for home. I thought the one was going to win by
Swallow
20
it.
lengths.
I had notes where 1 easy in the debut, 3rd power rating, Paco rides, and a 60% for the trainer.
They all went easy in the debut. That was the problem with that race. Like, it was just a false race. I don't want anybody out of that race. But our man Jay right here,
Yep.
he does have a pick 3 that started with 2, 3, 6, 8. And then he has 1, 7, 10, but he's also single to the 11 on 1. So I'm going to write this down. 1, and correct me if I'm reading this wrong, but I think you're alive to the 1, 7, 10, 11. That's our man Jay in Nebraska. Oh my God. If he ends up hitting this, it's going to be like, how many $3.50 beers can he buy?
This was the kind of the pay I was chasing. I'm why I'm mad at myself too of having the blinders on, Frank, is Paco was 60% for the trainer, and I need to do it better. The other trainer that Pratt was riding, that 8 was like a donkey, but the other trainer had horrendous stats. And sometimes we fall in love with
Ciaran, that was a tough race. They all looked exactly the same on paper. That horse made the lead on a speed favoring track. And I mean, it was over.
And then the history of that race, 24% of winners
shots
are over 10-1. And
Yep.
Here we go,
You called it. You absolutely called it.
just didn't bet it.
The only horse I would take out of that race is the one. That one
Yes.
made a monster move while wide.
Track
and
was, track did
can't
not
do
help
that.
the one.
and then
Track
just
did not help the one at all.
right, and then just ran in place while the bias carried Harper's. Well, congrats to everyone who had the horse. I told you I thought the dirt races were tough, and I stunk in both of them. I only got out of the first dirt races because I used your 7. I didn't like any of the dirt races, but you know what? My whole day is coming up. I'm not alive on anything, but win bets and doubles with my Teddy's Rocket. Are they official?
No. It'll
Not
take
yet.
forever to make it official outside.
Yeah, what's
of
going on? Like Mark Gelding working there? Hey, Jay, nice job. If you had a little angle on that horse, let us know, but it looks like you just wanted coverage to get out of that race. And how about this, Ciaran? This is how much I love Jay. First time I went to Del Mar, I slept on the beach for 3 straight nights. That was a long time ago. Would not do that now.
And you don't want to do it now because the sand mites will eat you alive now.
Well, you know what, Jay? You can stay on Ciaran's couch.
Yeah.
In his bar.
Yeah, it's a bar actually.
It's literally a bar. He has a
I have an
bar
Irish pub
in his house. You could drink for free and pass out wherever you want. And then you guys could Uber over to the races. That's a great story, man. I love it. The good old days. Yep. No, probably not long enough ago where, remember, they used to let the horses train on the beach.
Yeah, but then if you ever go to Del Mar at right before the turn, there used to be a tunnel that went out to the beach from there.
Right.
I think they got rid of it in the 80s, Frank.
Yeah, it was like 80. Yeah.
Because if you ever at Del Mar, they do the history tours, and the stuff you would find out is just unbelievable. Like they used to have a tunnel out, and the horses would race on train on the beach.
Yes.
And that was, but then it was the NIMBY. That was when the NIMBY crap started in California, and the people started putting up those expensive beach houses, and they didn't like the smell of horse manure on the beach, so they filled that in. I think the tunnel's still there. It was just filled in. So
maybe. No, but there's pictures of horses working out on the beach. And my mentor and great friend, he passed away several years ago, but William Murray, who was a legend in the horse racing industry, and was a brilliant writer. Wrote for the New Yorker, wrote several novels. He told me so many great things about Del Mar back in the day, and that was one of them. I mean, the horses used to work out on the beach. But Ciaran, didn't you say in Ireland they have like a race?
Laytown
On the
races.
beach?
It's in September. Yeah,
What is it called?
the Laytown races. Actually, look and see.
Laytown races.
We missed
Sing
it the
that
last.
song, Judah.
I want to see if they still do it because the crazy nonsense that's sweeping here is sweeping Ireland as well. They still do it. They've not been able to cancel that yet.
I'm trying to find something to put up, like a ticket or something, but we're not allowed to anything. But hold up, first or second year of the Pacific Classic. I don't even know what the first year. It had to be in the 90s.
Oh, so Frank,
Maybe?
the Laytown races. It's the only race event run on the beach under the rules of racing. And the first race was in 1868. So it's been going for 150 years.
Yeah, no, I remember you talking about that, and I was like, that's unbelievable. Have you ever been?
Oh, I lived like 2 miles away many times.
Wow. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, and then they have I think St. Moritz, or there's a track in Switzerland, I think, where they actually run in the snow. I don't know if you've seen pictures, but it looks absolutely incredible.
So Frank, the one, as we were saying, was the sneaky money. And it's getting the money as well. And the double, the one is the favorite at 62. The 7 is 78, and the 11 is 78. Pick 3.
That's in the double, Ciaran?
That's in the double. In the pick
That's
3,
for $1 or $2.
everything's for $1.
Okay. Yeah, because I have I don't know why it's not uniform across platforms, but okay, thank you.
And the dollar pick 3, the 7's the favorite at 209, then the 1 at 236. Oh no, then the 11 at 236, 231, and then the 1 236, and then they've got this. I forgot about the $1 Grand Slam, Frank.
Well, it's funny because my payout is $2. That's what I mean. It's so stupid. It's a $1 bet.
Yeah, the $1 Grand Slam.
What is it? I don't even know what it is.
I think I
Isn't that a breakfast at Denny's?
I always use TVG. They always seem to be the only site that actually has the correct denomination for the bets.
and they're not going to be around much longer. So
No. Well, the
Typical
betting
horse
site.
racing. Typical horse racing.
They'll still have the betting site. The Grand Slam, the favorite.
Yeah, but why would you bet with them?
I don't bet with them. I just like the interface and I like watching on their app.
Oh, okay.
I think the other apps are crap. Only reason. I don't bet with them. I watch on them. And I find it easy to navigate and get the will pays and all that versus the other sites.
That's a good answer.
And the other sites looked like they were made in 1980 still.
That's why I like the other sites, because I'm still stuck in the 80s. It looks like a Commodore 64 printout.
Yes.
Anyway, the Grand Slam, whatever it is.
Whatever it is, the favorite is the 11 at 45. Second choice is the 7 at 47. And the third is the 1 at 49.
So the 11 is favored in the Grand Slam, but the 1 is favored in the other bets.
Yeah, they're essentially saying it's 1, 7, 11 is a 3-horse race. And into the next race.
What are your notes on the 1? You might have already said, but again.
1 at this distance in the debut. Jose rides today and is 21% for the trainer. Off Lasix, up in class, top power rating.
Okay, and do you have a race percentage, favorites, long shots? Is this a formful race? Probably not, but maybe it is. Yeah, it's turf.
I only throw it in when it really jumps out. This one, it's the stats only used 8 races, Frank, so I tossed it. But even in that 8 races, 3 of the horses have been over 5-1. But it wasn't enough of a sample for me to.
That's pretty good, though. Interesting. Where did you rank the 1 in your? Give me your order.
Order was 11, 3, 5, 1, 9, 7, space 4.
Wow. Let's go back to the 10 for a second, because someone asked us about that horse a race ago, and you were busy. I know you read your notes off real quick, but we didn't really get to talk about it because you were playing the tournament. Number 10, Zeppelin. Notes again.
Zeppelin.
Pratt,
I just said
please.
jockey downgrade. Pratt rode the last time.
Yeah. Blinkers on. Yeah. Coming out of some really good races, but I don't know.
The
But that's
one
funny. This is owned by LNJ Foxwoods, and the one that's taking all the money is also LNJ Foxwoods. Very interesting. They're a very classy operation. They have really good horses, but
Paco
there's
won
no reason this one should be favored. That's crazy to me.
I mean, I get it, but I mean, the one that I'm eyeballing here for possibly, making a move on is the 3 Go Gray. Paco, the Paco double. He's 42. He gets up. This horse has won 2 in a row.
Yeah, but maiden claimer.
Yeah, but Paco's numbers are off the chain, but he's wins 40% for this trainer, and this trainer's stats are like across multiple different categories. My only question mark was the off Lasix angle, but this is the horse that I said earlier today has something I really like seeing. Every race, the horse is getting faster and faster and faster, and I like seeing that, and I like seeing it when it's priced.
Well, the only positive I could say is that the horse, well, I have to go back and look at the chart, but the horse faced older horses last time and won, but it was an allowance race at Delaware. I would be shocked if this horse won. I would have made this horse 31 on the line, only 12-1 on the line, but the public has it at 21, and I think that's right. That horse is a bomb and deserves to be. Don't like that horse at all, Ciaran. Right to the winner's circle. Load up.
That is a massive upgrade. All in.
That's a ringing endorsement. Go Gray.
Call the mortgage company. I was looking into the last
let me ask
race.
you one more time, Ciaran.
Go ahead.
You have a very good. You're very good at intuitively understanding value, and we talk about morning lines a lot. I thought 9-2 on the one was probably okay. I might have gone a little higher. Did you expect this horse to be 2-1? And would you ever bet this horse at 2-1?
No.
No. This is the horse you love to beat.
Yes.
Right? I mean, that's crazy.
Right.
The money this horse is taking. Why?
And it's on the nose money. 49,000 to win, Frank. 7,000 to place so far.
Again, like 6-1, 5-1, maybe. Who is unloading on this horse at 2-1? It just seems like the worst value ever. Horse could still win, but this is not a picking game. This is a gambling game. And if you had your last $100 and someone told you, like you said, Jesus comes down from and says the one can't lose, and you're looking at like 2-1, you're like, you're gonna bet something else.
I would say I'd rather just go spend that $100 on what's probably a double at the bar.
Right. I mean, like seems like horrendous value. Horrendous. I'd pick 4 other horses over that horse. I don't know. It's a gambling game. That's why we do this show. Like we could do this on Wednesday, and I give a Ciaran, what's your notes on the horse? Yeah, blah 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 blah. May include, may not include, depends on the price. This horse was 16-1 in the debut. Like either the best kept secret on the backside, or a flukish victory, loose on the lead from the rail against who? I'm going to go back and look at the chart while you talk. I want to see if any horse came back from that race and won.
What I'm looking at doing here is all excluding 2-7-11. Makes sense. So no 2 7. I'm trying to get value on a double here, Frank, and build it on a ticket into the horse. I would be alive, if my ticket was still alive, where I thought the 10 could have been a single in the Pratt horse in the last.
Is this for your contest or side?
It's a contest, but if I wasn't in the contest, I'd be doing this live money anyway. You know what I mean?
Same
But
thing. Yeah.
I have the benefit, so I'm going to.
So what are you doing?
My horses that I like in the last were, as a single, was the 10. So I'm looking to see where I can maximize value, not using the chalks here. I'm looking at doing everyone into the 10. I'm going to toss the 1 because it's only paying $14. I'm going to toss the 4 for now. I'm going to toss the 7
Why?
for now because I'm going to come back and load up a little bit more on them. I'm looking to do the other horses. So the 2 to the 10 is 116. The 3 to the 10 is 136. The 5 is 140. The 6 is 263, and the 9 is 103. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 horses. If I did $5 only on those 6 horses, that's a $30 double. And I'm looking at pays of 500 plus. I've not looked at the leaderboard. I'm hoping Zhao knocked out one of his tickets because he's a guy, he could be up 5,000 in a leader and he'll go all in on a horse. You know what I mean? So I think if I can get to 1,000.
But he probably didn't do anything. Like, come chase me, right? I mean, but you never know. You never know. He might have loved something.
He lost. Someone hit something big, and that one is now 3,100 in first. Zhao's in second, so he's going to probably fire 24, 21, 2,000.
Who's in first?
Clay Sanders.
Don't know him, but good for him.
Dave Nichols, he'll hit something. He's up to $1,000 now.
Okay.
I'm at 12th, but one bet is all it takes.
So I'm looking at that race that See You in Canada came out of. Almost all the horses ran back. The only horse who won at Ariana Grande, Indiana, whatever the track is named this week. Horseshoe, Indiana, Indiana Downs, Ariana Grande, in a a $32,000 maiden race. Tomato cans. Buyers. Let's look at the buyers. So the second place horse ran an 80 with See You in Canada, regressed 72. Third place horse 77. That's an inflated buyer. Everybody else ran a slower race after that.
Okay.
And we'll see that. If you're loose on the lead, you get an inflated buyer. If you're a closer, it's like 20 points less. So I am so against this horse. I wish we had Betfair. I'd be offering 3-1. Lay this horse all day long. Now watch. Right to the winner's circle.
Gate to wire.
Look, the horse could win. Maybe the money's right. I don't know. But I think Teddy's Rocket is a great price. I don't know why the horse isn't getting bet. They're looking at that last race, which is a total toss. This is a quality horse. I think the race sets up really well. And then my second choice would be Glavin. I think Glavin has a huge shot. I didn't really love the 11, but I mean, that's Ciaran's top pick, and you're getting Chad Brown and Pratt. You know what I mean? Like, so
3-5. What did
I'm not even using the one in my exacta.
Wow.
Why would I?
Oh no, yeah, I agree on that. I'm just saying, wow. I'm just looking at the pricing and just going, wow. You know,
DTL Crew, are Ciaran and I nuts? I know I'm a lot more emphatic about this than he is because he's trying to do his bets. Does anyone out there love the one? If so, why? And even if you love the one, do you love the one at 5-2? At 6-1, sure. Break alertly, make the lead, don't look back. But at 2-1 in this field.
Yeah, that's when you're just asking to, I'm gonna just try and beat this horse, and then I'm gonna do 3.
I've had egg on my face before. I will probably have egg on my face after this race, but I'll tell you right now, all the shows that gave 5 horses out in this race, and this was the 5th horse, they can take all the credit in the world. I'm astounded at the betting in this race. Astounded. I would take Zeppelin over the 1. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Your long shot horse, the 9, I would take over the 1.
3. I'm thinking 3, 5, 9.
The only thing is that, go ahead.
I was just saying I'm trying to build multiple different tickets in mind, and then I'm going to go back and see if I need to stagger them. I'm trying to get to $1,000 and see if I can do it here.
Well, you still got 9 minutes.
Yeah. So
this is like Derby Day. What the?
Yeah.
I didn't realize there were so many.
Well, it also might be they got massive lines at the windows. You know, who knows? You know, people are.
Oh, sure, yeah. They're
Hot
trying to make
and tired.
DTL Crew, please give me an opinion about the 1. Why did this horse was 16-1 in the debut? Broke from the rail, made the lead, was never challenged. The only horse out of that race to come back and run a good race, won it, Ariana Grande. And this horse is 5-2 in this field? That's insane.
Yeah. This is the decisions. Trying not to. I was doing a ticket, and then I was like, I already have that number there. So my first one I'm thinking of doing, Frank, is all in this leg. Oh no, not all in this leg. What am I doing? Oh yeah, all. 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9 with 10. Cost me $30. Those are all paying like they'll pay like $500 plus.
I was gonna say, if that hits, like what are you gonna get back?
Like 500, you know, give or take, you know, like 50 to 100.
Okay,
Then
and that
I'm
puts
thinking
your bankroll up, and then you can do something in the last race. Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm doing a $20 double, 11 to the 10, and that'll pay me like $300. And then I'll have ammo. You know what I mean? I'm using my 2.
No, why would you do? If the horses you don't like are going to give you 500, and the horses you like is only going to give you 300, you got to do more on the 11.
Well, this is the first passer, and then I'll adjust it a little bit more. This
You
is
should
just
try to get 1,000. If you want to, you should get. If you really love the 11, you need to bet enough that you take 1,000 out of this race if you're right. And
So I'm
those
looking
other
at-
ones are just bankroll preservers.
Yeah, but I really like this 3, 5. The 3, 5, and 9 were backup tickets here. So I'm looking at those horses to the 9 in the mix. So 3 to the 9 is 180, 215, and 149. So those aren't bad for $5.
Okay, I see. So you don't love the 10 enough in the next race to just single it.
I did, but I also like that blinging it back. You know, I talked about it. I had the notes.
No, that's fine. I see what you're doing. You're trying to like play double combinations where you spend a certain amount of money, and if it hits, you're going to get somewhere between 300 and maybe 1,000 or something.
Yeah, I mean, the 5 very melt. You know, that 2-1 dividend recap may very well win in the last, but I think I'm just going to use my 10s either going to win, and then.
Well, I think you should play your long shots in this race to the 5, right? They'll probably play pretty good.
What'd you say, 3?
What'd you say, 3, 5, 9?
Yeah.
They're all 20-1. What
Yeah,
do they
3,
pay to the 5 in the next?
Yeah, they're not bad.
Because if you hit a price here and the favorite wins the last, I mean, you're going to be like, oh, I should have had that double.
Yeah.
Well, what are they? Let's see.
3 to the 5 is 130. 5 to the 5 is 119. 9 to the 5 is 92. So I nearly only really need to be $5.
Yeah, but 5 to the 5 seems very light.
Huh?
We're all 20-1, and 5 to the 5 is half the other ones. That's
5 to
weird.
the 5 is 118. 3 to the 5 is 114. 9 to the 5 is 92.
Oh, they're all kind of the same. Okay.
They're all. It's essentially, if you can beat the prices, you're getting pretty much the same on everything, you know. Which is, if you've got confidence in beating, you know, this 1 here or the 11, which probably will challenge it for favoritism, you might make something. You're 4. What's your 4?
But you like the 11. The 11 was one of your top picks, so you should be.
It is, yes.
Yeah, I mean, you should be pretty good But here's the thing. We got to get back to the Amwager thing because they would have a tool. They have a tool where you could put in how much you want to spend, how much you want to get back, and which horses you like, and they will
Yes.
figure out all the amounts and all the combinations for you.
Yep.
But we got to do that because we're trying to do this now, and it's a little bit of a struggle. But I see exactly what you're trying to do, and I like it. But I also feel like if the 11 is a strong pick for you, why would you play an 11, whatever, 10 in the next? That's only going to get you 300 when that's your strong opinion. You should be taking 1,000.
Yeah.
And the other ones are just backup ones. You know what I mean?
When I start doing these bets in there and I see what I've got left, and then I'll decide what I want to have for the last race, I can repeat bet. So now I'm looking at yours.
I guess what I'm asking you, Ciaran, is who's your top pick in this race?
Top pick in this race is the 11.
Okay, and your top pick in the next
is the 10.
Okay, so the 11-10 is paying $15.
Yes.
You should probably have that 100 times. If
Well,
those are your
right
two
now,
top picks.
my bets are, I'm looking to spend 100 on my doubles, my funky doubles as I do it, and then when I go in, then I'm going to adjust it and redo them for more.
Okay.
So I was looking at your 4 because you might be right about a horse eventually today, a long shot. So
I don't know.
Teddy's Rocket 4 into the 9 is 73, and 4 into the 10 is 41. So I'm going to say bye-bye to $20. I'm going to do a $10 double, 4 to 10-9.
You think I might get one winner out of 5 races?
Yeah, it happens at times. So 30, 50, 100. So my 11 to the 10. I don't have 11. 11 to the 10 you said was paying 15, and 11 to the 9 is paying 40. So I got to do that one 29s with 9. All right, that's $20. So I originally put in that I was going to do a $20 double, Frank, 11 with 10 as I was going through my numbers. But now that's going to probably be a 50. So I'm going to have 50 times 15 is 750. So and that still gives me.
I think what you're doing is really good because you're trying to get to a number.
Yes.
But I do think
I
that
also
you
want to have
push more with your top picks.
And I also want to have ammo for that last race just to do nonsense. So, because that's usually who wins these things, guys doing a trifecta of a 50-1 over a 10-1.
I don't think that happens so much anymore. I think people really leverage their opinion. They either go all in and go broke, or they hit a double. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think the crazy trifecta is that effective anymore, because there are smart players who try to make their move early and then have people come chase them. You know what I mean? Like, so then you can't really save your wacky trifecta for the last race because you got to hit for 3,000. You know what I mean? But look, I understand you want bankroll for the last race because then you have more information, know where you're at.
Yes, 50. How many minutes I got there, Frank?
You got 1 minute, but they're still messing around. But I just feel like I get what you're doing and I like it, but I just feel that you need to leverage your 11-10 double so that if you are right about your top picks, you make a big move. You don't just make you don't just increase your bankroll, but you put yourself like really in contention.
Well, once I get all these bets in, that's the bet that I'm going to go back.
No, I understand.
See if I want to spend money on. It's one of the things I adjusted to from missing minimums. When I did a number and like right there, I almost messed that one.
Just
up.
keep doing your thing. Don't just.
Well, no, I was just talking it. I was talking it through. It's the you make a mistake sometimes, and then you're like, I got to be careful this time. I can always come back and adjust it and add more, but at least I have it in one time.
Here, they're getting close to the gate. Make sure all your bets are in, especially your 10-11 double, which is your strongest opinion in the race.
Yes.
Horse players, man. That's why we go live. This is what we do. We're in the trenches.
I got to make sure I do.
Oh, James White.
Frank's horse.
What? Just make sure your 10-11 double is put in because that's the most important.
It is done.
Okay. James White, daily double, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10 to the 9, 10. Does not have the 5 in the nightcap. or my 2, but he does have Ciaran's 10. And James White's a pretty sharp guy. So that's a push for you, Ciaran.
All right, I got $136 left for the last race.
That's fine.
So what's the 11 with 10 paying now?
Let me check real quick. 11 with 10 is $15 still.
And I'll have it 50 times. So that'll be $7.
I like it. That's good.
So that's plenty, and I'll have 130. I'm almost at 1,000. I have ammo to screw around with.
All right, they're
And
at
if I
the
don't,
gate.
I still have
Go
ammo.
ahead.
I said, and if I don't, I got $136. All right, let's step away.
Let's see if Frank can be right once in 5 races.
Man, I needed that 9, Frank. I had the 2. The 2 got demolished late on the double, Frank. Demolished.
Going forward,
Demolished. It went dropped to $43, Frank.
2 to the what?
2 to the 10.
Oh my
was
God,
paying-
2 to the 10.
was paying
Oh,
over
you're
$100.
right.
The 2 to the 10 was paying over 100. The 3 to the 10 was over 100. The 9 to the 9 was paying
Well,
92. That one only dropped to 81.
but you have it, right? That was
I
one
have
of
it,
your
but it
bonds.
got demolished 75%.
Okay, but I agree. Yes, it did. It did.
That's the stuff that makes you go, I thought the 9 was clear. Your 4, Frank, got mugged on the rail.
Murdered.
Who
Murdered.
rode that horse? What was he thinking?
Well,
I mean,
it wasn't Manny Franco's fault. He really had nowhere to go. Maybe I thought they were going to quicken once they turned for home, and maybe the horse was a little shy, but the horse was loaded and had no shot.
that horse,
whatever.
he would have won easy.
Well, I don't know if he would have won, but he would have been right there. I'll tell you right now, the 1 was the worst bet in the history of racing. I have no idea who was betting this horse at 3 to 1. I mean, horrendous.
I'm just not. I do not like Franco. Never have. You know, I mean, he does. He wins a lot. He does well. Like I lump him in with Tyler Bates.
I'll tell you this, Ciaran. I'll tell you this right now. He saved all the ground in the world. His horse was loaded, and nothing really opened up for him. I'll take that trip over him going 8 wide and flattening out any day of the week.
I would say I would absolutely, you know, when you're doing your racing notes, upgrade the crap out of it. Probably did him in there too, like you said. It was like what, six horses wide. Like there was 6 horses going there. Usually when you turn, there's 1 or 2 or 3, and there's horses can spread out.
Slip right
no one
through.
could spread out. They were like,
yeah. No, it was tight. It was so I really don't blame him actually. I loved it. I thought for sure turning for home, the 1 would have drifted out and the 4 would have slipped right through. But I think there might have been an opportunity there and the horse shied or didn't quicken. You know what I mean? Like
true.
But I will absolutely bet that horse back. Absolutely. I don't know who was betting the 1. I honestly don't. I don't. If you did bet the 1 and the DTL crew, I apologize. Tell me what I was missing. But at that price, crazy.
The 7 looked really loaded as well for a period.
I didn't even see the 7. Did the 7
The
make
7 was right there, and I thought the 7 was gonna sneak late. But I mean, what a move on who was on the 2 there? Oh,
your boy Dylan Davis. You said he's quiet.
Yeah.
No, Dylan Davis, he's a good rider. You know, Raymond Handel's a decent trainer, but how do you bet this horse in this race?
No, it was Jaime Rodriguez who rode. Here's Johnny.
Oh, I have Dylan Davis. Was there a jock change?
Maybe he was in the spill and didn't race anymore.
Oh, you're right. Jaime Rodriguez. I don't even know who that is. How was that horse only 15 to 1, Ciaran? He's in a stakes race as a maiden.
I was not a believer. I mean, I had that horse as slower than the others. But hey, different jockey might have been.
Oh, go ahead.
Different jockey might have been the reason, you know. I mean, Dylan
here's
Davis.
The thing, actually, look, this horse ran 5th in the Breeders' Cup and made a nice late move. So and then ran 2nd in the Pilgrim. So there was back class there. But based on that last race, that's kind of tough. But you know what? That was 11 furlongs. That horse was fit. Good job. Raymond Handel had a plan, and he executed it. I'm glad you had those 3 long shots to your picks.
Yeah, the 9 would have had me alive on. I would have been alive to
everything.
5, 9, and 10. Now I'm just alive to the 10, and the payout just got diluted when the gates opened. $43. Ugh.
Frank, for a second, he called blinging it back like
it was a sure thing, and then he called
not a sure thing, but like
I could hear, and I was like, and then I heard him go, "Here's." I was like,
right. He was calling Bling It Back because at that moment it looked like Bling
That
It Back
horse.
was going to win, and then he caught the 2, and the 2 passed them all at the end. But no, you did really well there. I'm just trying. They're showing the head on. Is there an inquiry?
Take him down. Whoever. No, it's official, Frank.
No. But I'm looking like.
Oh, what are they doing?
I mean,
Is
the
there
4 had
jockeys
plenty.
inquiry?
Oh, this looks like the 7 or the 1. No, it's the 1. The 1 almost knocked us off.
Take the
and
2
into
down.
the rail. Who was the 1 in that race? Jose. Dirty rider. Manny Steady's there. Horse had room, tries to go, and then gets absolutely butchered. Oh, my goodness.
If they don't take the 2 down, who cares?
No, you said it's official.
Well, it's
I
was
must be looking at the
unofficial.
steward's feed or
They're
something.
showing unofficial without a leaderboard update. So now they're showing that. So I don't know what's going on, to be honest.
No, there's an inquiry on the 7. Oh, it was
now
the
they
7
just
who
flashed
murdered
it.
the
Oh, it's only on the 7.
murdered
though.
my horse. My 2 horses. The 7, who is my second choice, murdered my 4, who was the top choice. I don't know. It was bad, but at the same time, the 4 had other opportunities to get through on the rail, and the horse didn't want to do it. Does this horse have blinkers? This horse might need blinkers next time. Number 4. Yeah, you got to put blinkers on this horse. The horse was a chicken bleep. No, seriously, the horse had an opportunity to go through and didn't, and then tried to go through, and that's when the 7 came over.
Is the horse gelded?
They're no, Colt.
So that
I think
might
you got
be
to
the
try
next
blinkers first.
blinkers. Yeah, I mean it's a Liam's map horse, but it's not like it costs a lot.
Yeah, Stone Riggs, Dunker, St. Elias,
120.
yeah, 120 Liam's autonomous. But this is a nice horse. He just he has about as much balls as Mark Gelding.
Yep.
Let's put it that way. I think he has a song about that.
Actually, while you talk, do I have it on here, Mark? Let me see where it is.
DTL Crew, any opinion there? I think it was more the 4's fault than anything. He had plenty of opportunity to go through. He did get slammed, and it may have cost him a placing. But if you look at the head-on, there's a gap at the rail for like a 16th of a mile, and the horse is just too chicken bleep to go through. And I'm saying that as someone who bet on the horse. So if you guys have an opinion, let us know. I'm going to move on to race 11 just real quick. I want to look at what the imputed odds were. Because the 5's at no, wow. Ciaran's 10. Big money. 10 and the 5, 2-horse race. Ciaran's been pretty hot today. I have not.
but still can't connect. It's just almost.
No, but
time,
you're alive
you know?
in a double. You're alive.
That's true.
John Alwell did a double 1-7 with the 2.
I wish I
John,
had.
Tell us why you like the 1. I really want to know.
I would feel a lot more comfortable if I had thrown in the 9 as well, done 10-9 versus just 10, Frank. But we're always going
In
to
the
find.
last race you're talking about?
Yes.
I think the 9 is way more likely to run second or third. So what is your double alive to?
Just the 10.
Oh, I thought you were doing long shots to the 5 too.
Yeah, I had 3. I had the other ones, not including the 2. I had my long shots to the other ones.
All right. Yeah, James. We saw Jamie Rod was put on. I hope Dylan Davis is okay. Ciaran mentioned it was probably because he had a spill. Oh, Jaime Rodriguez won the last race at Aqueduct last week. Nice hit there. Not here. Oh, well, thank you. We're out of touch a little bit. I'm not saying he's a bad jockey or a good jockey. I don't know who he is. But he ran a winning race there. A very good ride. And we are going to be following this circuit very, very carefully starting now. Opening day,
Yep.
Saratoga.
Yep. I need help too, Frank. Ciaran's notes just doesn't have the right sound against the Matrix. I debated. I can't remember if when I sent out the free list today, if I called my picks the Animatrix, but if the DTL crew could come up with a funny name for my anti-Matrix Matrix versus Ciaran's notes, which is kind of boring.
Okay. We'll think about it.
And I found that song.
But I like notes because I'm always like, Ciaran, what's your note? What's your note? I kind of like notes, but notes. Maybe we'll zhuzh it up a little bit. Something.
Yes, I was just thinking of something. You know what I mean?
Because they are your notes. You're always like, oh, I have notes on that horse, or I didn't do notes. I didn't do notes on every horse in this race. You say notes a lot, actually. Not as much as I say Matrix, but you do say notes a lot. Drink, Jay. Matrix.
I'm trying to find.
What's your middle name?
Who's mine?
Yeah.
No, that's not going to work.
What is it? Something like Finnerhand, but spelled QRTXYZ. Like we're watching the credits on Hope Street, and they call the girl Neve, but it's spelled Niamh. Yeah. And somehow that's Neve.
Yeah, it's Irish. Come on.
No, I know.
It was the worst language to learn. You have no idea before they made it. Well, like when I went to school, we had to learn Latin, which was fine, and they finally got rid of it. And then Irish, or Gaelic as they call it, is the most convoluted, messed up language. Like if you translate it, it's like house, me, yesterday walked, ran. Like it's all mixed up, jumbled.
Your name is actually almost phonetically well if you put the hard K for the C, because you see like SAORISE, and it's like Shearshaw or something like that. Like it just makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Or Siobhan, SIOBHAN. But what's your middle name, Ciaran?
Joseph.
That's nice.
Gotta have
Joseph CJT's notes. No, that doesn't work.
Nah, just Ciaran's notes, I guess. It's just how it's going to be.
How about just the notes?
Oh, yeah, the notes.
Like the Matrix. The notes. I like that. All right, what are you doing?
I'm trying to upload the video, but it's not going to where I was trying to upload it, which it's annoying me now.
Did they rule disqualification or anything in that race? Not that it helps us, but I did not see
if they did anything.
DTL crew, can you let us know what they decided there? I think Johnny V will get days, but I don't think it should have affected the order of finish because the 4 had plenty of chances to go through and just didn't. But let's see.
And it wasn't enough to.
No, they left the 7 in third. Looks like.
Oh, they did. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
we know who's got the. We know the Ortiz brothers have the pole everywhere.
No, that was Johnny V. I had the wrong horse originally.
Oh.
Has Pratt won a race today?
No.
Jose, Johnny V, Jose, Javier.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking that he's
Franco,
not.
Tyler Gaffalione, Johnny V. Wait, hold on. 1? No.
Oh, has he won more than
2? No, he's won 2 races, but Ortiz has won like 3. All right, here's some comments. What's the leaderboard look like? Yeah, no change. Thanks, Mike. Jay, no change. Host said no change. Drink.
Yeah, no one's bet. Well, everyone who bet did doubles. So it doesn't reflect on the leaderboard.
So you're alive in a double.
Yeah.
To the 10.
Correct.
And what is that coming back? And
that one was supposed to be. It was supposed to be coming back like $600, and now it's coming back.
It's half, probably.
$400.
Okay.
That's annoying.
So you have $130, and you have the potential to win $400.
Correct. So I'm looking at
what is 5th place?
5th place is $1,400.
Okay.
So I'm gonna spend all 100 here and 136. But I was thinking the one that I was annoyed about was the 9. So I might do an exacta. The 9 over the 10 is paying $29. If I did that for $50, that would get me $1,500.
And what? I'm sorry. Fifth place was what, 1,000? You said
they're $1,500. If I did the
Oh,
9,
you got to do more than that then.
no. Well, I'm thinking these guys, because everything's so tight at the leaderboard, Frank. These guys are going to fire, I think. And the leaderboard is kind of fake because it didn't move much, and I'm sure like it's showing me having 300, but I only have 130 because it doesn't count the doubles on the leaderboard.
Right,
totals.
right.
So
Ciaran,
I'm
no
just
one's going to
gonna
get
assume
themselves out of position.
I'm still gonna go for my $1,000 target. So I was looking here.
Okay.
I was feeling uncomfortable that I didn't have the 9 on this double going live.
Yes.
So I'm thinking I'm going to do 9 over 10 exacta is $27. If I do that for 50,
That gets you to your 1,000.
Yeah. And
if the 10 wins, you have the double for another 400.
And then if the 10 wins, I'm going to do 10 over the 9 is paying 18. I could do that for 50 as well. And then
what about the 10, 5, the 5? Or you want to just beat the 5?
The 5 is $12. 10, 5 is $12. 9, 5.
What was your order in your notes?
The order was 10, 5, 9, 6, 2. Maybe I throw your 2 in. Maybe the 2 is going to be your horse that wins today, Frank. You almost came close on that last one.
I'm not. I almost came close to being in the infield lake.
I'm going to do so. The $1 exacta.
5 is your second choice, Ciaran. Don't you think you should look at 10-5 combos?
It was my second choice, but only because I just thought the 10 was way better, and I couldn't find enough reasons. I mean, the 5 is one of those boring, yes, 90% probably wins. You know what I mean? Unexciting type of.
All right, we have 11 minutes. We haven't looked at the will pays yet, right?
We have not.
Is my 2 taking any sneaky money? No. But your 10 is the favorite in the double.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's a good market signal. And then second choice would be the 5. But in the double, the 10 is a huge favorite. In the pick 3, the 5 is the favored, but not by much over the 10. And your 9 is dead. And my 2 is deader. It's a 2-horse race, it looks like, right?
Yeah, I was looking at the 10 over the 2 is 46. 10 over 2 is 46. I'm just writing these down. I probably wrote it down before, but I did remember. I mean, this is not. It would probably get destroyed anyway. I think I'm getting $1,000, and then it's like, here's your $112. Congratulations.
Well, when it comes to 1 minute, we'll look again, and maybe you can change.
I was looking at 1 minute. That's why I'm shocked, Frank. It was at 0 minutes when it was showing what it was showing as I was putting it in.
Let me just tell you one thing real quick. In the pick 4, Ciaran, the 10 is paying $1,700. The 5 is the second choice, $3,000. The 10 is murdered in the pick 4. Murdered.
Okay.
I don't know if that's smart money or not. Well, because we're just feeling our way through this, but that is significant.
Wow, indeed. 10 over 9. 10 over 9 is paying 18.
For
10 over 2. 10 over 2 is paying 46. 10 over 5, $12. And 10 over 6 is paying 32.
You don't have enough bankroll.
I have enough bankroll where after that 2-1, I went, I really should have had this 9 alive. So I think I'm going to be doing a $50 exacta. 10 over the 9, Frank. 10 over 9 would pay me. Oh, wait.
10-9 is paying $15. $16.
It already dropped. It was 20 when I started typing it in. Actually, I'm going to do...
It's actually the close second choice.
I misdid it. I'm going to do a $50 double, 9 over 10, Frank, is what I was trying to say. Because 9 was the
9
one
over
that was
10, that's paying 23. No more.
Yeah, and that 50 times that is my 1,000. So I'm doing that one. And then 10 over the 2 is paying 45. So I can do that for $10. That's 10.
I think that'll probably come up as they hammer other combos. Because the 2 is just like 11-1 and wasn't taking any money anywhere else. So I think that'll come
10
up.
over
Right now,
5.
the favorite combo is the 5 over the 10, Ciaran.
Yeah, 5 over the 10 is the favorite, huh? Wow, $10.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, $10.
Is Pratt gonna... I mean, it's not like Pratt's been riding poorly. I think his horses have just sucked, and this is Chad now, his man.
Yeah.
What did you write in your matrix for him? Or you didn't even use you didn't write anything about this Chad Brown, did you?
I didn't write anything, but I have that horse as, one of my B's. I thought the 2 was the sneaky value play, but I thought the 5 was like the most likely winner.
I'm going to say Franco's.
You need to figure out your combos that are going to get you to 1,000 or more, right?
Yeah, I'm going to say Franco's going to mess the race up, so I'm not going to use the 5. I'm going to say Pratt needs to win a race, so.
Usually when a jockey messes up, they come back with fire. That's funny you don't like Franco. I like Franco.
I think it was just.
But I don't think he's elite like Pratt or Ortiz. You know what I mean? But he's good.
Just like he's like the 3rd, 4th string type of. You know what I mean?
Okay, fair enough.
That's how I would rank him. I'm not saying he can't win and they go on hot streaks. I'm off them and maybe he wins a couple more. And when we do our next show, Frank, I'll be like, well, I got to use Franco now.
Okay. I'm making a win bet on my 2. And then I'll do some exactas with my 2 in second. I've just been pissing money away all day. But last race wasn't my fault. I mean, my horse was loaded. Just unlucky. Let's do key that. Exacta as place bet. I'm going to go 5. I'll use Ciaran's. Anyone else in this race, Ciaran? 6 maybe? Or you're just 9, 10, 5?
I'm going to do 10 over 6 is paying $31.
6, okay. That was your 4th choice, right?
Yeah, and then I might come back and do the 6 over the 10 is $40. That's not that good.
Okay, there's my 2. See if
I think I'm going to do 10. I'm just going to do 10 over 2 and 10 over 6. I'm going to box those for $10. And so that's $40 there. And then I'm going to do my $50 9 over the 10.
Okay.
So that's 50, $90. I got $40 to spend. And we've got how many minutes? 5 minutes. Dude,
I think they're going to hold it back until the harness horses are on the track at the harness track. This is like the longest day. How many? There's like 35 minutes between post time. I have no idea. Anyway, Jay, Toga, 9-10 over 6-8. Okay, we talked about the 6. We did not talk about the 8. I could be very stubborn. I will never bet Mark Henning on the turf ever, and I have not done it for 20 years. And I've been just fine with it. So if that horse beats me, I'll congratulate you.
What's that one? Is that Bobby Jean?
Yeah.
My notes on that
Tell
one.
me about the notes.
Second best closer in the race.
Second best closer in the race. Okay.
So what is his bet? 10-9 over 6-8?
9-10 over 6-8. And then 6-8 over 9-10.
Okay. So 10-9 over.
Well, he said exact box, but that's not.
10 over 6, 31. 10 over 9, 20. Oh, wait. 10 over 10 with 6 is $31. Yeah, it's not 10 with 8, 83. Not horrible.
Hey, Tippy, thank you for joining us. We were talking about you the other day because on our way back from LA, we thought about maybe stopping at the rib joint and hitting you up, but we had to get back to our doggies. So, but hopefully you'll come down to Del Mar. You
Which
were
rib
alive
joint?
in the late pick 5.
What rib
Better than
joint?
us.
What rib joint are you talking about? I could have stopped at a rib joint.
It's in Dana Point.
Oh, what?
It's
This
yeah,
the
it's
first
called the
I
rib
heard
joint.
about.
They're the best brisket.
Unbelievable.
Our dog Odie used to love the brisket at the rib joint. Terry knows all the hot spots, man. All the good, not the hot spots, all the good under the radar spots. But Tippy and his wife live very close by there, and that's one of their regular spots. So, who did you miss on, Tippy? Was it the Harper's whatever, or was it Here's Johnny?
All right, so I'm putting my bets in.
You got
$50
rib
exact
joint?
at 9 over 10. Then we're going to do a $5, 9, 10 over 6, 8. I like that idea.
Yeah, 3 minutes to post. They just got out on the track.
Oh, really? Okay, so 7 minutes.
Must be really hot there. They're delaying it's like 50 minutes between races.
Well, also maybe so many people and they're paying attention to the gamblers on track because opening day is probably a lot of people who do not have an app to bet on. They're standing in those long lines.
I understand. But if I have to do this all summer long with you, I might lose my mind.
It's insufferable.
So I'm looking at the post times, right? So race 7 was 136. Race 8 was 210. What is that? That's how many minutes? 44? 34?
Yep.
44?
Yeah.
36, 46, 56, 06. No, 34 minutes. That's a long time. Then how about this? 210 to 251.
Wow.
41 minutes?
I got $26 left, Frank. What am I going to do? A trifecta? Do you have the trifecta tool working, Frank?
I will check, but real quick shout. Hey, Jerry, what's up, man? I owe you a phone call. I promise. Early next week. Thank you for joining us. Let me look at real quick for Ciaran. Probables. Odds. No.
No.
Win, play, show, and exacta. That's it.
Boo.
No. Well, you know what? We should bring that up because David O'Rourke has been very player friendly and has been very outspoken about the CAWs. He's the CEO of NYRA. He should let every ADW know that this tool should be available for all players.
Yeah,
He probably just doesn't know. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
Because these guys have it all. Well, because they're making the market. They know what they have.
Yeah, like for all we know, NYRA Bets has the tool, and they just assume other ADWs do it too. So we'll reach out to Tyler. We'll ask. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Anyway, Jerry, I love you, brother. Here. This is part of the studio. This is the Padre. Awesomely designed shirt. Thank you to Jerry and his buddy. But yeah, can't wait for Del Mar. But dude, we got 2 weeks of Saratoga.
I found the video, Frank. It's a minute. How long do you think before the post goes off?
Go ahead, play it real quick.
All right.
I'll cut you off if we have to go.
I'm a gallon with no balls and I'm still beating both of you. Frank, you pick horses like a blindfolded monkey at the zoo. Ciaran, your bets are so trash, even the garbage man said boo. I'm a gallon with no balls and I'm still beating both of you. I'm a gallon with no balls and I'm still beating both of you. Frank, you bet like a so weak they make the tote board fart. I've got nothing downstairs, but I'm stacking the wins. You two keep crying while I'm grinning with my ball chin. Frankie pick horses like a blindfolded monkey at the zoo. Ciaran bet so trash, even the garbage man said boo. I've got no ball swinging, but I'm cashing every race. You two got the full package and still finish in last place. Frank, you choose horses like you're spinning a broken wheel. Ciaran bet so dumb, the horses beg for a raw deal. I'm smooth as a cue ball, no baggage, no drama, no fuss. Still smoking you both while I laugh and count my plus. I'm a Galen with no balls and I'm still beating both of you. Yeah! Woo!
I just got the name for your notes. Ciaran's full package.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
You guys both got the full package. I'm still beating the package.
Yeah.
Ciaran's
We
full
might get-
package.
We might get canceled.
They're still twirling around. I have no idea what's going on. They're doing this is crazy. It's 0 minutes to boast.
You
What
would
time
think
is
with the
it?
heat they'd be
7:02
trying to
there.
get it done more. I mean, what's going on? Man, they got 500,000, 400K in the win pool. Actually, what was the late double? I'm curious.
Well, I know they were twirling around for the late pick 5 to get to $1 million. They were at
700,000.
847. I bet they got there.
I wonder what their pick 3 pool is, just so we have an idea what we have to beat at.
The Saratoga numbers are sick. The Del Mar doesn't come close.
I think things might change this year. You know, we'll be doing a show. So pools, where's the pools?
We're gonna do great stuff for Del Mar. Saratoga, people show up, and I think that's why they're making big bets on the horse players, because the East Coast horse players show up with their money, even though they don't understand the concept of low takeout and complain every time an exacta pays less than it should.
When there's 80% of the money in the exacta pool. That was the craziest thing when he said, "I bet 25,000 in the exacta," and the exacta was like 70K. Something's going on with the 8 here, Bobby Jean.
Oh, that was Jay's Wise Guy horse, the Mark Hennig. I will fade every Mark Hennig turf horse ever, any price, anytime.
The saddle is off the 8.
Yeah, something's going on. They're stalling. Now they're going to scratch a horse. Someone's probably going to get loose. It's almost like you're on camera.
I got 28 minutes. I got 28 minutes when I was on the show. It's on the website. I had to put it on because I forgot how long
I believe
it was.
that's premium content for our monthly subscribers.
No, it's free on the homepage.
They get to see you on TVG.
And then pick a 23-1 horse, and then lo and behold, 8-1 or 10-1 when he wins.
Yeah, I think it was 10 or 12, but still, it was the longest price in the field, and it was a great pick. It was really a good pick, Ciaran. I would have booked that pick. I really would have. Here's John. Sounds like the 210 double drop. I guess he's not losing. I'll put 60 to win on him. Exacta 10-9, $10 exacta box 10-2. The 210 draw. I think he's saying the 10's not losing.
Okay.
And based on the horse is 8-5 and was a massive favorite in the pick 4, remember? And that's your top pick, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So the 8 is scratched. I think Jay will get a consolation pick 3. I think New York pays consos on the pick 3s.
Pick 3 to the 10. 943. Not too shabby, but it is. That's for $1. Oh no, the pick 3 is what? Pick 5. The one we were chasing. 10,000. We were only 2 races. We missed 2 out of 3 legs, Frank. We could have been looking at 10 G's.
I know. I knew they were stalling to get to $1 million. Late pick 5 pool, $1 million. Saratoga pools are sick, and that's why they're betting on horse players. and they redid Belmont.
Yep.
New York, I just wish they had a couple of low takeout wagers as part of their menu. Maybe for Belmont they will.
But like we said, we didn't look at it a lot, but I think the takeout is 15% on the win play show pools here, correct?
It's something like that, and the pick 5 is 15, and you said no. So if this is a no CAW pool and they're doing $1 million, like, is that not proof enough that horse players exist and want just a fair shake? But we'll have to see. I thought they're going to the game. Good luck, everybody.
All right.
You can talk.
I was going to say, do you have Larmy's thing so we can see if
Yeah,
it does
I'll
say
find it.
CAW's out?
I'll find it. All right, good luck. Congratulations. I can't even afford Uber anymore. I got to get a lift home. Nice job, dude. That horse crushed.
He did.
Who got second? I couldn't tell.
The 5.
5 got up for second?
The 9 looked like he was going to smoke him and just faded. And your 4. Oh, you didn't have the 4. The 4 even beat
No,
that.
I had the 2 and the 5.
There's
The 10 won by a mile.
Here's
the 2
the
is
2
horrendous. Horrendous.
Yeah, here's the 2 right here.
Hey, look, Frank's horse is catching an Uber. This is the funniest thing I've seen all day.
Hey, to the races!
Well, I won as much as you and Mark Gelding on the late pick 5, so
Yep.
And that's what the show was. But you had the double, right? That was paying coming back
did.
400, but you didn't do the 10.5.
No, I was only paying. It dropped. 10.5 was paying $9, Frank. I
Yeah.
was cheering because
But I told you, you had if you look at the full package.
I know I would have
10.5.
Yeah.
Instead of
900.
dicking around, you should have just done $100 exacta 10.5.
Yeah, ifs and ands make pots and pans, and as my
No,
dad
but I
said,
mean, like, this is good. It's good to talk about this stuff, Ciaran. I'm not criticizing you because you're in the heat of the battle, and you're looking at the pays. In your opinion, you thought the 10.5 exacta wasn't worth. It wasn't the value you expected it to be, and that's
no, and,
fine.
and it's another one where even if I did make that push and do, like did the $100, that is the kind of bet that the guys in first place would do for 500, and I would have no chance of getting them. So I would hope to beat.
That's a good point,
that
actually.
side.
That's a
so
good point.
That's the other part of it as well. It's
And
not
you know
like
what?
when we do our,
That got hammered. It's going to come back $8.
like when we do our show, we're all about cashing our own money, but these contests, sometimes you got to use contest theory as well. And that's the kind of bet that if the first and second favorites come in, someone's going to have it for $1,500. And here you are doing it for 100. So why bother? You're not going to win anyway. Go for the 10-2 or the 9-10 or.
Well, it was even if you did your full bankroll, it was only coming back like $8. You still wouldn't have got there. Maybe top 5. But Ciaran, you know what?
Mark Gelding.
You picked the 10 and the 5, so you can go online and say, "Hey, I had the exacta in the last race."
Yep.
And here we are going, yeah, Ciaran did have the exacta if we were just picking horses on a Tuesday, but in the heat of battle, he didn't have the exacta.
And some people seem to think that. I see some of these other shows, and all of a sudden they've got 10,000 viewers. I'm like, how did that happen? Like, what? I was watching it, but you get
your money back, right? Even you're going to be up on the $300 entry fee, right? So live to fight another day because you're getting the double, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I also, as we said on the show, this year have backed off contests like massively compared to what I played the last 5 years. I probably paid. I mean, I play in this stupid cheapy. Los Al was kind of other than the Santa Anita live money. So this is my third or fourth contest this year. I think I might do this every Saturday. When we do a show.
I'm going to reach out to Jackson and have him give us like, if he can't come on the show because he's too busy, that's fine. But like, at least give us, hey man, we want to promote this. Like, let us know what's going on because we'll play it. Because look, we're doing only 5, right, Ciaran?
Yeah, I think there was only 79 people in their tournament, which is beating the other site that's cheering about their 9,000 contests daily. And this is actually a tournament where you'll actually kind of get, well, we saw a little bit of it where we did, that my double dropped in half. But if this was at the other track, it would have been dropped 90%. Support the tracks that are trying to support us, is all we're saying.
The only reason that other side exists is because they've been ashamed of how awful their biggest contest of the year is on the biggest day of racing. So now they're giving away like a gazillion seats every day because they want to just brag about, we have X amount of entries. That is it. So anyway. But we love ExpressBet. We'll talk to Jackson about Naira because I think it could be a fun part of the show, Ciaran, because man, that was long.
Yeah. Well,
and,
if you guys,
if we're not up to
guys
bat
are
for
new,
anything,
before we leave, they got to go to markgelding.com and just even sign up for the free thing. Frank gave out his matrix today, and I gave out a pick 5 that made it halfway through.
Frank's on mute, Drake. Terry makes a good comment. Views do not equal live engagement. Yeah, you know what, DTL crew? We have some things cooking, so we ran some metrics about our show because we wanted to see what we're doing, right? And YouTube is awesome because they have an AI tool that will analyze your shows, 1 show, 10 shows, whatever it is, and let you know what you're doing good, let you know what you're doing wrong. And the most important metrics in this day and age, it's not about views, it's not about subscribers. They're called legacy metrics. Back in the day when that was the only way to measure popularity, they were fine. The two things that matter most are the average view duration, which is off the charts because you guys are loyal to us and you stick with us. And we know it's not easy to look and listen to Ciaran for 3 hours, but somehow you guys managed to do it. So thank you. And then the CTR, the click-through rate. Our click-through rate is way above average. It's excellent. So if this were a real business and we went to Coca-Cola, they'd go, "Oh my God, like you're the golden goose, the holy grail." So just want to thank you guys because you make the show. There's no show. Look, if Ciaran got hit by a bus tomorrow, we could still do the show. If I got hit by a bus tomorrow, he could do the show. We cannot do the show without you guys. You guys make the show, and you make us look good. We got good on YouTube. We got handle increases, and we're fighting the good fight.
And any suggestions to have, go poke around the new site. Anything you'd like to see us do or add, we are in growth mode. We're open.
I guess we should say like and subscribe too. I guess.
Oh, we forgot again, didn't we? Like and subscribe. Jeez Louise, they made it easier. It's on the website now. Big button that says like and. Or maybe I pull.
Whatever you guys do, just make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you get your notifications anytime we do a show. Because we might do some Friday pop-up shows.
Yes.
Sign up at markgelding.com. You will get a free newsletter with some of our picks. I don't think we're going to do Wednesday Saratoga, but we're going to do Thursday through Sunday, either Del Mar or Saratoga. And if you want Ciaran's full package, nice and clean, better than the Matrix, you can sign up for a monthly subscription.
And then they could see that I really am a redhead and not gray.
I don't know. There was something about being very smooth. I mean, Mark Gelding,
no.
He may be a little uncomfortable there, Ciaran. Has he seen you in the shower?
No, let me look and see. Yeah, they're about the same color.
Hey, you told me that you once looked like Alexei Lalas back in the day when he looked like the Burger King man or the Spin Doctors guy.
No, I had the goat down to here back when I played soccer many moons ago. All right, well, I suppose we should let them.
Got a hair replacement. He's rocking that now. I look like Landon Donovan now that he has a hair replacement.
Well, that's because you shaved your butt hair and tried to have it put on your head. That's what happened there, Frank. So.
I got a nice full head of hair here. You got hair too. Unfortunately, the guy from Croatia had hair also. And if it wasn't for his colic, they would have scored that goal. It got ruled off sides. Anyway, we're rambling. Do we want to do any recap? Do you want to look at the pool sizes?
Nah, we know the pools are going to be Janine. Well, I'll look at them tomorrow. Next show day, we got to ask the guys. So nothing this weekend. Next week, we'll figure out which day we do Saratoga.
We're all gearing up. We wanted to do Saratoga today because we're going to be doing it a lot when Del Mar starts. We're going to be in the groove. We're going to be doing minimum 3 shows a week, maybe more.
Probably.
And we're just trying to feel things out, what the flow of the show is. I really like the idea of playing in the contest, Ciaran, because that kept, the pick 5. It's hard to hit, right? So you're not going to hit it a lot. So if we're busted, we at least have other action going on, and it makes for a good discussion.
And then, we're doing it for the Nairo shows, but also Tyler, First Bet, is doing a lot of feeder contests for the Del Mar contest this summer. So, those cheap $40 tournaments. So I know we'll probably incorporate some of that into the Thursday and Sunday shows. So it's a different way of looking at things. And, you might find some interesting angles that help you improve your actual live bankroll gambling game. It's all about growing your knowledge base. Hopefully we're helping you guys do better.
Yeah, just 2 quick shout outs. I want to thank Del Mar for they gave us a chance to do the show, and
1 year ago, sight unseen, just on my crazy
we proved the value. and they appreciate everything that you guys are doing, to the point where there's going to be more social marketing around horse player friendly stuff. We're going to have a spot on track where if we want to have a DTL Crew meetup or anything like that to get by, there's a lot of really good things. And then hopefully we've been working on a deal for a pretty long time with an powerful East Coast sponsor who wants to support us as well. Hopefully we'll have some really good news about that. So you guys are moving the needle. You guys are changing the industry. And yeah, thank you.
Well,
take us out, Ciaran.
Happy July 4th, everyone. I should have made a July 4th video, but I was lazy. I was busy building the site. But thanks for watching. And then go to markgelding.com. You'll see when the next live show is next week.
I need a wallet already on life support. They hit me with that low takeout, now I'm feeling kinda sport. 15-10%, bro, that's basically free money. I'm about to turn $11 into a yacht by Monday. Low takeout best, cha-ching. Double trouble, I'm doing this thing, my pocket's doing the running, man. Low takeout best, what? Bookies crying in the can. Low takeout best, baby, 3 straight lawns. If this thing hits, I'm buying the whole damn barn. Grass to grass, no dirt in my life. I'm so all turf, I might start photosynthesize. Santa Anita, low takeout got me acting unwise. Told my wife, babe, I'm rich, now she want alimony twice. Double trouble on the mic, we causing a scene. Low takeout, let's all turf and retirement dream. If we hit this pick 3, tell the valet keep the change. We're reading lobster tonight on a $12 range. Boom! Thank you, Santa Anita, good night.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to like and subscribe to Double Trouble Live on YouTube. Get out, get up, get paid.